the ocean, a crack in the sky, it's setting the notion we're all gonna die, and you're always running with nowhere to go. You're living for nothing, but dying to know we're all terrified. I don't wanna be a superhero, 'cause I can't save the world, so I'm never gonna get the girl. I just wanna do better. Superhero, 'cause I can't save myself, much less somebody else, so I gotta do better. So I gotta do better. You're caught in a cycle, you'll never get out, afraid of your shadow and living without. But this isn't over, it's only begun, and there is no order in giving it all up. I don't wanna be a superhero, 'cause I can't save the world, so I'm never gonna get the girl. I just wanna do better. Superhero, 'cause I can't save myself, much less somebody else, so I gotta do better. So I gotta do better. I don't wanna be a superhero, 'cause I can't save the world, so I'm never gonna get the girl. I just wanna do better. Superhero, 'cause I can't save myself, much less somebody else, so I gotta do better. So I gotta do better.
Good morning. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
Good morning, everyone. We have a lot to cover today, thanks to Comic-Con and insanity that has unfolded online.
Oh
We-
yeah.
We have Rippa, and I figure we'll start out with that because
Yep.
I like ending on a high note, and we have a lot of good comics to talk about. We have
Mhm.
the best books of the last 2 weeks. We have the new Jeff Johns adventure, and we have Mags Visaggio absolutely losing her mind when it
Yep.
comes to Superboy, right?
Yep. And it looks like this, and the backup story she did was just a one-off.
So she's not continuing her. I didn't read it. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, it was a one-off, and from what according to a Bleeding Cool article, it was meant to lead into her plans, which clearly aren't happening.
So they still okay. All right.
No,
Wait,
it
how
was
did it
meant
lead into
to.
her plans if it ended up with her and Miss Martian?
Well, because there is stuff about body dysphoria from Miss Martian's part and things like that. Basically, trying to set up this notion that Connor feels like I'm not really a boy.
Oh my God, we dodged a bullet.
Again, but it's so vague enough that obviously it's not. It didn't go directly into it.
Right, and everyone can feel that.
Especially when you're a clone.
Disconnect. Well, yeah. But I mean, everyone at some point can feel uncomfortable in their body. It doesn't have to be just related to somebody being trans
Especially
or
when you're
somebody
talking to a Martian.
or a woman, you know.
That
Just
too.
every woman at some point has been like,
Martian is what I mean.
Oh, yeah. I get it. I was relating it to the real world. Anyways,
Yeah,
so
who cares about
we're
the real
gonna talk
world? It's
about
comics.
Okay, that's fair. So we're gonna talk about Rippa first. Now you've seen this video, correct?
Oh, unfortunately. I was
Uh,
there with Tony last night and I almost lost my mind.
mm,
Almost,
now,
who am I kidding? I did.
now here's the thing. We talked about the lawsuit. I haven't had a chance to go through them. Tony did send me all the paperwork associated with it, so I'll go through that later. So I can't really comment on that. But I am very curious. I have not watched this video by Rippa. Yeah, and even when I was watching Tony's stream last night, it was like, we're going to play 2 seconds, roughly. Roughly 2 seconds, and then pause it.
I didn't help with that.
Well, that's okay. I'm not afraid to. No super chats. No, I'm demonetized, Drunken Atheist. Oh, I forgot to pin my other link. I'll do that. But so I've not seen most.
We'll get to it, Tavia. We'll get to it.
Please tell me it's about the Superboy stuff. Yes, we are definitely going to be talking about that. But first, like I said, we're going to talk about the Rippa stuff. Now, most of you guys absolutely know the situation, but he has been served officially with the lawsuit. We did go over the statement. Me and Bianca went over it yesterday. And what they had to say. Now, we didn't go over it in detail, but
right.
I'm not watching this. I'm so tired of Rippa. Well, okay. It was nice seeing you.
Yeah. Otis.
Bye, Otis. I'm gonna cover it when it's related to comics.
And it is the ISOM, which we might talk about.
Oh yeah, you right. I didn't read it. I know we had planned on reviewing it, but here's the thing. I can only take so much torture in a day.
Yep.
So watching Rippa is enough torture for me to avoid reading the book.
I'm a masochist.
I don't know how you did it, but okay, before we go into the video, what did you think of issue number 2?
Let me put it this way. Issue number 1, it's now official. Issue number 1 is comparable to Force Awakens, where you go in, give it the benefit of the doubt, and you feel like I'll wait till next time. And then once you see the next movie, you then retroactively criticize the prior movie.
Oh my God.
Any good I had went right out the window. There's a lot of horrible stuff with the artwork. Seriously, I'm positive the artist is paid bare minimum. He's not giving his all in this at all. I've seen so much better from the artist.
Well, yeah, for sure. And it just, what about the writing?
Oh, it just ignores everything. It's
fix any plot lines?
Yeah.
No. I mean, like, so we were talking before about like the stuff with Jasmine. Was anything
no more Jasmine up? Like I said, it's a 2-part trilogy. The first part's a standalone, and then this and the next part are going to tie together as he goes to hell. Literally.
What?
He literally goes to hell.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean.
And we found out why he stopped. Some innocent person died on his watch because of his actions.
I mean,
I haven't heard that before.
I was just going to say, that's totally original. Never seen that happen before. Oh my God. Why? I mean, like, I thought the mainstream was creatively bankrupt.
So stupid and boring and dull. It's like, this is what you want to do to be better than the mainstream? Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we live in cliches.
Again, Cliff Richards, like I said, is just so much better. Then you have that moment where, that infamous moment I'm sure you've seen, where it's supposed to be like a scanner, but it looks like it was clearly taken from an elevator because there's a little button just hovering in midair.
Okay. I'm so glad I did not waste my time.
Yeah,
shortly after 2 came out, I got a email from and I won't say who, but I got a email from a comic semi-professional that just ripped it apart. Ripped it apart. And I was like, yeah.
Where even Ethan criticized it on Tony's stream. There's one point. Mind if I show it?
No, I don't mind.
All right, let me get to it. Yeah, the point where Ethan, the fact that Ethan really royally criticized this.
Bebop says number 1 is mostly meh, but 2, while slightly better, is in still desperate need of better panel layout and art direction. Also, the story is so meh. Yeah, that's a shame. I also heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, because you did okay, you did read this, but is he doing different realms?
Just hell so far.
Okay, all right.
So
I wondered,
by the way.
Okay, let me get that. I wondered because I was like, I thought that was like off the table in the original idea for this. Did you want to show something?
Yep. Yeah, I said I want to show you the criticism Ethan had.
Are you gonna do that? Oh, yeah. It's here. It's here. My bad. All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
Now look at the directions. These are Ethan's observations, so keep that in mind from a professional comic artist. Now look at where they're standing. Look at how he is with the creature. Look at the way they're running. Then, as he points out, the 360 rule. Right now, it still seems to be fine. But then, look at the way he's running. Which way do you think he's running? You think he's running towards the kids or away from the kids? Away, probably, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Nope. Running towards. And then, look at this. Knocks him aside, and all of a sudden, he's way in the distance. It's like, what?
Wait, hold. Oh, wait, huh? How did he get so... Is he is one of his things
that's what
teleporting?
He was saying, was like, he's way too far away for a punch.
Okay.
And, yeah, that's when he failed the person.
Okay, yeah, I'm not. I mean, I don't hate Cliff Richards, but something needs to be done.
Better. He's done so much better.
Yeah, definitely. Let me get this real quick. Anonymous, thank you. I hate when you do it anonymous, but thank you. I do the highlight videos. Oh, well, then you shouldn't be anonymous. Why is it anonymous? I do the highlight videos for Biggest Problem in the Universe. So I've been making videos about how ridiculous Eric July is. It's been 6-month feud, and it just keeps getting funnier. Here's the thing. I don't think it's the end.
Nope.
I haven't, like, there was a while I usually only cover it when it's related to comics, right? So I don't give a crap what he says about the SAG-AFTRA strikes or whatever, right? There was a while where he seemed like he was dying down with the controversy.
Yeah.
But it really, really right now feels like you're watching a train wreck. That was me. Okay. All right. Drunken Atheist Studio. Thank you so much. Oh, you do the stuff for Biggest Problem. That's really, really cool. I need to learn how to edit better.
Yep. Samuel just made a good point.
That's really cool. Thank you, by the way. Nerd at Thumbnail showed 2 diametrically opposed comic creators. And this is a big but. Each one represents what the other side believes is wrong with comics, not realizing both are bad for the industry. 100 freaking %.
By the way, in case anyone I have in my hand, I'm just holding. I have a bat with me just in case anything happens today.
What the fuck?
I've been holding on to this for a while. That's all. You know, in case anything happens today. Friday 13th.
Oh.
I was holding in case anyone was wondering.
But
I had in the camera.
Do you have a feeling like somebody's gonna attack you?
Possibly. Who knows?
Like Negan's gonna show up or some shit?
Nah. But
thank you so much, Drunken Atheist. By the way,
but This is an old bat back when they actually gave you real bats on Bat Day, not the little dinky ones that they give away.
Okay, dokie.
Hey,
All right.
what, you never been to a baseball game?
I think one time as a field trip.
Yeah, I used to go there, and I got this on Bat Day when they literally gave you bats. But this was back when they really gave you an actual bat. These days they give you a little dinky, like prop bats or whatever. The little tiny
okay.
ones that you just hold in there going, yay!
Okay. All right.
Hey, there's
So
nothing wrong with me for this.
all right. Let's take a look at this video. We'll get into that, and then we're gonna do some mag stuff and some fun. We'll end it with some fun comic stuff, right? Because that's always the best part.
Oh yeah, trust me, I got a lot of good comics to talk about.
I do too. I have a lot of I have a couple horror comics, which is perfect. That's a good idea.
Good point.
Yeah, good point. I would
I'm going to be honest
like
with
to see him try. I'm not gonna lie. I would win that in a heartbeat. In a fucking heartbeat. All right.
I'm gonna keep myself muted so I don't interrupt. Because
get on with it. Shut up, Raymond. We are.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself so we don't take forever like Tony did.
All right, here we go. Actually, we're gonna put it at. Oh, it's 13 minutes. We may not watch all of it. I didn't realize it was that long.
with you.
Trust me, he repeats a lot.
This is shocking. The International School of Ministry is a video-based Bible school. According to their own words, their vision is to turn every local church in the world into a ministry training center and then into a church planting center. According to their statement of faith, they believe in the deity of our Lord Jesus Christ, in his virgin birth, and in his bodily resurrection. They believe the Bible to be the inspired and infallible word of God. And this is partially why I'm shocked that a Christian organization would do such a thing and bring us into a baseless trademark lawsuit.
How dare a Christian organization do this? They're protecting their trademark against the toxicity they see from your brand they don't want associated with their brand. You have to don't you have to actively protect your trademark?
You have to, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but basically he's saying, how dare they come up to like a Christian organization just be like, go ahead in peace, dude. And it's like, they're not hippies, dude.
It's capitalism at its finest, right? I know I say that a lot, but they don't want their brand damaged by your brand. That's what they're looking at.
They have to, otherwise they will lose the trademark, something they've held on to for 25 years, but they don't care. Basically saying, you should give it up for me.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised.
Before I proceed with the rest of our statement, I'd like to be very clear. We were not in any communication with Good Shepherd or the International School of Ministry prior to the filing of the lawsuit. There were no obvious opportunities presented to engage in a good faith conversation before the lawsuit was filed about what's being alleged.
Okay, so is he
That's
actually?
That's a lie.
Okay, he's trying to say that they never had any sort of talks to settle this?
Which even the guy like months ago did a tweet saying how they tried to.
Okay.
Were not made aware that the International School of Ministry had any issues with the Rippaverse until the lawsuit was filed. Not only did this make this ordeal public, but it was also news to us. So if anybody alleges that Good Shepherd just wanted to get clarification, we find that filing a lawsuit is an interesting way to go about it. Despite all of this,
he made it public first.
Was it him that made it public first?
Yes. They're the ones who, because the ministry never mentioned Rippa. They just simply say people utilizing our stuff. If they had utilized it and everything without us, we'd be fine.
Wait, I thought it was like Vicky or something that found it.
Yeah, and that's why no one knew. And that's why it was public. It was so on the down low. It was Rippa who actually made a big deal about it first.
Right, and honestly, right here is where the point where your lawyer should have told you never to make this video.
What lawyer?
Never. Yeah, I know. His rock star lawyer is fucked up. This is
I-
something you shouldn't be commenting on. You're going to court and you're giving them more evidence by making
I
any sort of statement.
can summarize this video simply. Hey, I'm gonna look at all the comments everyone made, my fans made, trash it up. I'm gonna then look at all and then make a video that caters to all of those talking points. And I'm just gonna do it because I don't care. I'm just gonna have my fans come on supporting me and everything. That's what this entire video is. It is done to appeal purely to emotion. Even Ethan acknowledged that on Nick Ricada.
Well,
This whole video is just to cater to emotion. This is for his fans, not a natural
oh, for
actual
sure.
response to.
But it doesn't make sense to do in the first place. That's what I'm saying.
I know.
Okay.
We still had no problems entering into a good faith discussion with the International School of Ministry. If the main issue was centered around assuring there was distinction between the Rippa verse and the International School of Ministry, we were open to negotiations. We disagree that anyone would truly confuse a ministry and a comic book company or comic book character, but we were certainly open to hearing and addressing real concerns. We had
Okay.
some settlement discussions, and we thought that we were
Okay, so he did have a discussion with them. I think what he was saying in the beginning is
They didn't know
that
beforehand.
he didn't know before they initially filed it. They didn't have
Which
any
I doubt it.
talks.
Which I doubted. They clearly reached out, and he just thought he could ignore it until Vicky brought it up. I'm positive.
Yeah,
he thought
yeah,
he could just
I think
ignore
so.
it, and they will just drop it.
I mean,
And-
technically, he can just ignore it. He'll just lose by default.
Yep. And
That would be a really dumb move,
throughout all
but
this
I'm
going
saying,
throughout all this going forward, he's basically going to be claiming how he keeps on claiming they had nothing to do because they're a ministry and we're a comic book. They do magazine, which falls under periodicals. And what else falls under periodicals?
comics.
Comic books. Why do you think we
Absolutely.
don't get taxes for the comics?
Yep.
on track to finding a mutually beneficial solution. But we were blindsided when the International School of Ministry, a nonprofit, demanded profit from our company to be a part of the negotiation.
Wait. He's misconstruing right here what nonprofit means.
Yeah.
He's trying to be like,
You still have to make money. You might make a
you
minimum.
still have to, all the money goes back into
Yes.
your company, right? You still have to pay your employees. You still have to do these things. Just because they're not for profit doesn't mean that they don't have to produce money in order to pay their
basically,
overhead, in order to reinvest in their company.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay. Okay, come on, computer. Not today.
Commuter.
The computer.
I'm
You
sorry.
can do
I'm
it.
sorry. I heard computer.
I believe in you.
And they wanted
There we
this to
go.
be perpetual. Again, this is
Perpetual.
shocking. The demand for
Perpetual.
our
You know what that
profits
means?
doesn't seem to have
What?
You know what perpetual means? When every time they want us to pay perpetual, he means license. Anytime you hear him say they want us to pay perpetually, it means to license the character. And when he said they want to restrict us, that's because they are going to license it, so they would have restrictions on the license. That's what his overall complaint is.
That's how licensed characters work.
Exactly. But he didn't want to pay a license because he thought he didn't need to pay a license. So basically, the option clearly that the ministry gave him was either one, we license it, you do what, and you take our restrictions if you want to utilize the license and pay us, or two, change the name on your book.
I mean, the name on the book, almost, at least from what I've seen, and you've read too. So, is there any relation yet from ISOM?
Apparently, that's going to be in book 3.
Okay. All right. Well, they're waiting for the reveal, but okay.
I'll wait until we get to the reason where the ISOM name came from, and he acts like that's a pure explanation to a perfectly good reason to avoid trademark or supersedes trademark.
Okay.
Have much to do with the alleged concerns over confusion. But even worse, the International School of Ministry is demanding limits on our ability to create, and that's all we want to do as a company: build characters and create comic books. We want to give our customers a good time, and we want them to have fun. In the words of Neil Gaiman, we strive to make good art.
I thought Neil Gaiman was
Shut
woke.
the fuck up. I have seen him attack Neil Gaiman
Yep.
in multiple videos, but now you're going to call upon Neil Gaiman in order to make a point? Like, I literally
hypocrite.
reacted. Do you remember when I used to do those reacting to, like,
Yep.
we've done them on Bad Ideas, we've done reacting to videos people send me. Somebody sent me one of him attacking Neil Gaiman. And I debunked it because he said Sandman was never woke. Hold on. Let me rephrase that for you, or restate that for you. Sandman, the comic, was never woke. Hold on. Let that sink in. Sandman. Yeah.
Yeah. And so by his logic, he feels Neil Gaiman's a woke creator, which means you shouldn't pay attention to a woke creator. Yet now he's utilizing him as a quote.
That is
Hypocrisy
ironic.
of the worst order.
Well, and it's ironic, right? Like, he used Neil Gaiman for his narratives on both sides here. He used Neil Gaiman in order to say, oh, it was never woke. This, this new
TJ,
one
I
is
know, but-
woke because they race swapped death, right? If you haven't seen Netflix Sandman, it's incredible, by the way. What?
What Samuel just posted.
Okay. And then now he's using it on the other side in order to, oh my God, what? Yeah, okay.
This has been such a fulfilling project, and
I
our
agree,
lives have
figure
been
drawing.
changed for the better. And it's unfortunate that a Christian organization would want to limit this mission and demand control. It's just shocking. I'll speak on the
Anyone would
merits of the
demand
lawsuit
control
in a
for
bit,
license.
but we
Yeah.
have not infringed on the trademark rights of Good Shepherd. Though
Yes, you
I'm
did.
telling this story publicly a lot earlier than I wanted, it is important that you know where the name ISOM originates.
Okay, nothing to do with this. Otis, you're wrong. It is great. Netflix Sandman is great. How dare you say otherwise? The only thing I would want more of is more Desire, because
Stepner is right.
it's so good. All of a sudden, he is a creator of comics, and now he is the same as the guy who talks massive shit about make it make sense. It doesn't, right? Like I pointed out, he uses them for both sides of the narrative. I don't believe he would ever say that Sandman wasn't originally woke if he really read it. There are trans characters. There are stories where Thessaly is bullying a trans character, right?
Mhm.
There are so many queer characters. There are stories about race. Stop it. Stop the cap. There are androgynous characters. Desire was non-binary before non-binary was a thing. Like, Dream would literally call Desire my sister brother.
Yeah.
Because there was no word for it. Neil Gaiman has always been progressive before his time. Stop the cap. And I will defend Neil Gaiman because he is my all-time favorite writer. But I'm just saying.
It is not an acronym. It is one of our characters' heroic name, and though he does have an in-universe reason for being named as such, which will be revealed in a later issue, the name ISOM is near and dear to me. ISOM launched what has been my dream company. The character and everybody attached to him were named with purpose. The character of ISOM was my way to honor my family. ISOM is the first name of the second generation patriarch of my family, ISOM Knox. He was born in 1851 in Arkansas. He's my great-great-great-grandfather.
Oh, well,
In the
Who
Rippa-
cares?
that changes everything. It's okay. Use the copyright now.
This
I
is
mean, the trademark.
This is what set me off last night was Tony. I kept yelling, "Who cares?"
Oh, no. It's totally clear now. As long as here's the rules of copyright, or I keep saying copyright, trademark, guys. If you have somebody in your family with that name, you're allowed to use it, even if it goes against it.
And
So
later-
because his great-grandfather or great-great-grandfather, I'm not sure, was named ISOM, he's allowed to use it. That's the new
And
rules.
that's what he basically said. He basically, towards the end of the video, he says, "We went. They asked us, where does ISOM come from? I told them it, and they said no." It's like, of course not. That's not a reason to get around a trademark. Your little
No,
sob
of
story.
course
He
not.
just tell me what Eric was expecting. He was expecting them to be giving this sob story, but this is personal to me, and they'd be like, "Oh, Pookie, yes, okay, we'll give it to you. Oh, honey, we'll give it to you."
Yep. Absolutely insane.
Verse, ISOM's real name is Avery Silman, and his last name is based on ISOM's wife name, Mary Jane Silman, my great-great-great-grandmother. His first name, Avery, is based on my great-grandfather, Avery Knox, who was born in 1897 and is ISOM's grandson. So this character's
that's
first,
great.
last.
Like, that's awesome to do something like that in your book, but that has nothing to do with
That's not how it works.
That's literally irrelevant to this entire suit.
He's playing this up to his viewers. He's trying to get them riled up. He's pulling the SJW tactic of going for feels over reels.
Yep, absolutely.
And hero name are all based on real people that are my family members. The name ISOM predates Good Shepherd in both my family and other instances, many other instances. But it isn't just ISOM whose name is based on my family. The same is said for his sister, Altona. Altona Knox is the name.
I don't care. Like, can we get to something that matters?
He goes over this for quite a while.
It's completely irrelevant in the eyes of the law. The problem you're facing here is the trademark. The trademark has nothing to do with who your grandma was, who your grandpa was. I think it's cool to honor them in such a way, but it is absolutely 100% irrelevant in the eyes of the law.
I will say this. I did get Ethan props when he came on with Tony's stream. Because at one point he said, "Oh, there's one guy, Cinder. Yeah, that was done. And he's actually based on my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. And believe it or not, whatever the guy's name is actually an acronym." And I'm just like, "Bravo!" He said, "I give you props." He just threw everything that Eric was saying. Tried to say it with a straight face. He clearly was mocking him.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is irrelevant. This is it's exactly trying to get the feels. Read what Samuel just said. ISOM equals in search of more. It is supposed to be a dig at Marvel and DC comic output. He mentioned in a live stream so long. Oh my God, are you serious? Okay. Hold on, I want to bring this up. ISOM. So what Eric is actually not only trying to appeal to feelings here, mentioning his family. He's lying.
Yeah.
ISOM equals in search of more. It's supposed to be a dig at Marvel and DC comic output. He mentioned it in a live stream so long ago, I'm sure he's forgotten about it. Wow. Okay. That's incredible. I would love to find that clip and put these back to back because he's lying. It is a little clever, but he's lying. Yeah. I suck old men. It could be that. It could be that, Black Phoenix. He did show pictures. Okay, so I noticed he showed pictures of a couple people, but he didn't show pictures of his great grandpa that's named ISOM.
Why? Because apparently he's either white or half white.
Wait, who said that?
No, that was proven. Tony showed that. Apparently.
Wait, so he does have a grandpa named ISOM?
Yes, he does. And apparently he was half white, which, if you recall, Rippa has been one of those who says it's been against mixed race.
Wait, Rippa's against mixed race?
Yep, I recall him being against mixed race before.
I am. Why would any? Okay. Why would anyone be against that? That's okay.
No.
It was a big deal even when it was on Kiwi Farms to promote the Rippaverse. I gotta try to find that. That's incredible. That's an incredible find, Samuel. Thank you very much.
That they claimed with the trademark office. We do not sell audio or electronic books. We do not sell print material centered around religious instructional content.
Here's where he's wrong there a little bit. Now, I don't know how much of a case they have, to be perfectly honest with you. But they do have a cross on like his pelvis area.
Mm-hmm.
That is probably exactly where they're going with this. And they do sell print material.
And they both do charities.
And they both do charities. They both
That's
have periodicals.
bite him in the butt. That's a royal one that's going to bite him in the butt, especially when you go with the search algorithms.
See, you were saying yesterday that that was a big deal. Why is the SEO a big deal in this?
Because do a search. Who's usually at number one is the ministry. Then number 2, number 3, number 4 is usually stuff related to ISOM, which means that people are just doing a search for ISOM, for the ministry. They might see stuff and not even look into it further, or may not know anything, might look into it and be like, oh, hey, they must be explaining the comics. What the heck is this? Or things like that. Those who aren't in the know, not those who are in the know. Those who are not in the know. And especially when it comes to stuff like the charity fraud.
Okay.
The
All
charity
right, that
fraud
makes sense.
could be connected back to the ministry, since they do charity. So they'd be like, wait, they committed charity fraud? Oh, geez.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. I mean, I just did a quick search and yeah, International School of Ministry does come up first, but every single thing below that has to do with this book.
Exactly.
Every single
and they
thing.
spent years building this up, and Rippa has bumped his way up. That's something that Nick here was talking about. And even Easy agrees with it. His popularity is biting him in the butt.
Not only that, but his behavior.
Yes, his behavior, and that from his fans, he's not telling them to stop. He's not calling them out. He's encouraging them.
Well, of course he is. He never once has said anything to people like Rippaverse Goalpost who, hi, I'm sure you're here. Welcome.
If you are here, read between the lines, dude.
But he's never called out, I guess I don't even know what to call them, fanatics like that. And all of his fans sending stuff underneath that tweet are only giving credence to their claims.
Exactly.
Our industry is dominated by physical copies, and that's all we currently sell. But Good Shepherd is claiming that we sell many of the same types of goods, and that's nonsense.
It's not nonsense. They sell periodicals, they sell merch. Those are all similar aspects. They do charity. That's a third one.
And there's this. You know, one way they could get around it is stop calling a comic, call it a graphic novel, because graphic novels fall under books, which I don't think they cover. And but then of course that would have to say you'd have to do taxes then.
Okay, so is it called a graphic novel, or is it called?
He keeps saying it's a comic. It's a comic. It's a 100-page comic, he keeps claiming, which can apply since you have those DC doing those 100-page spectaculars.
Oh yeah, the giant issues.
So he keeps calling it a comic, which falls under periodicals.
Right, but it's still print material, right?
Yes, but a book and a periodical.
Yep, it says under the description, the Rippaverse is finally here, and ISOM #1 is the perfect comic book to launch.
Yep, and it's basically, it falls under 2 different print media. Books, there's a reason why when you have the graphic novels, the trades, and all that, or even a regular novel, you get taxed.
Yep, okay, that does. I hope none of you are ever called for jury duty. Me too. It would be so boring. Kate, my lovely Kate. Welcome. I'm so glad to see that you reached 1,000 subs. That's so great. Also, hello, Tony.
Lying on the fact that our character has a cross on his belt. Good Shepherd does not own the rights to the use of a cross symbol.
Of course.
On top of that,
That's not what he
claiming
just
that there
said.
is overlap in the target market is flat out wrong. Good
The overlap, I'm assuming he's talking about, is a Christian conservative fan base. I don't know that I necessarily think that like, I don't know that I and again, not a lawyer, I don't think that matters. I don't think that
It doesn't.
the International School of Ministry has a case on that part at all. Because, like, so does Ben Shapiro. So does these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's
Momo doesn't answer your
irrelevant.
question.
That is irrelevant to the situation. Wait, I don't see it.
Why does he sound like he's going to cry? He does.
Like a bitch.
Shepherd identifies itself as the largest multi-denominational video-based Bible school in the world, targeting Christians who seek to obtain training to bring forth the word. This was stated by televangelist Marilyn Hickey, and it's on their website. We are a comic book company. We set out to entertain first and foremost. The Rippaverse is not a ministry, nor does anything that
He's taking everything from the comments to the ministry's tweet. All of these are just taking the comments, everything. I kept seeing all these statements from all of his idiot followers.
I mean,
he's just parroting them.
This is a pretty asinine way to go about this. It really is. You can't appeal to feelings. You have to appeal to the facts of the law. The facts of the law are a company has to protect their copyright. So in doing so, if they feel like you've infringed upon it, and right now we have no actual definition or definitive answer here, right? You have to wait for this to play out, but you're only like, they absolutely have this already downloaded and in their their file or whatever they have, the research on him. They have probably at this point somebody that has gone through and gotten you using, Jesus Christ's name in vain, gotten you calling people names. Probably even in that video where he tried to call me a heifer, I was like,
oh boy, I hope that's used as evidence.
Okay, you got me good, motherfucker.
Let me show you something. I gotta show you something. Turns out the guy who the CEO of the ministry actually commented on Nick Rekieta's video.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Can you share your screen?
I'm finding it right now. Tony showed it yesterday, so I'm trying to find it.
What? That is wild. So not only are they watching, what
Nick.
Eric's saying, they're watching the culture around this situation.
Yep.
Michael, were you trying to call me racist in your own little way? I think you were. He said I was prejudiced. I think you were being a little snarky. Michael's being snarky today.
All right, let me get it, and then I will share it.
Why watch the culture? Because they want to know the reaction. Because they're afraid that this could hurt their business in the long run. Can you zoom?
Can't zoom in any further. Actually, no. Yes, I can. Hold on. Whoop.
If you can't, that's fine. Okay.
Hi, Nick. Burren, the CEO, ISOM CEO. You did a very perspective and mostly excellent summary of our case. Please note, I have no problem with your right to use profanity, but only I have a problem with Eric's profanity getting linked to our brand. I actually do not use profanity behind closed doors, but many around me do. Appreciate your candid and mostly fair analysis. Thanks.
Wow. Wow, that was actually, what are the replies? That was actually really nice way to
Well,
put it.
Tony, bless you and your organization. Of course, all
Fucking smart ass.
all 8 of them might have to go from new, but
Yeah,
then they'd have to scroll
okay.
all the way down. Like,
You're
Nick
fine.
may have profane language, but he's a devout Christian. I have no doubt you two would have a great conversation. Oh, geek, get away. Your channel's now a bigger joke than the Amico. Please stop
Amico.
harassing men of God.
Fucking Tony. He's a troll.
You know, I'm curious to find out what the
I
other
mean,
comments
but
are.
you know what? That is
Oh, let's see if we can
I
get
think
the
that
other.
was really I mean, what he said was very fair.
Oh, here it is. Eric's profanity is not linked to your brand. You're just an opportunist who's trying to
Oh
leech
my
off
God,
of Eric's
leave.
success.
Okay, and I know we have a few hate watchers here, so I understand that. Listen to me when I tell you, you are not doing Eric any favors. You are only making things worse by doing this.
They don't care.
Stop doing that. Leave the company alone.
I'm gonna see if if the guy replied to the other video.
Tony is a great troll / pest. I mean, he's pretty right on. He's pretty right on the situation. Now, I think he thinks it is a stronger case than I personally do. But I do
Nick
think
even
that
replied is a stronger case than he thought.
yeah, I mean, I'm
Once he
curious. I
realized
might
he
have to
do
watch that
have
later.
faith-based instructional or training aspects. Maybe there will be some overlap if our business was like the International School of Ministry with Pastor Chris and Christ Embassy,
wait,
or if we
pause. Go back a few seconds.
if our business was like the International.
Look, what are the initials?
ISOM?
No.
Oh, ISM.
So they're already not using the initials.
Okay.
Now keep moving forward.
He's
Keep
trying
moving
to
forward.
say it's the same.
Keep moving forward.
International School of Ministry with Pastor Chris
No, keep going.
and
Yeah,
Christ
no,
Embassy,
ISM.
or if we were the
Pause. Look at the top one. The ISOM, but it's part of, if you look up at the top, IDCAC. It's part of a different group. That's where they have their stuff from. This is just a subsidiary that isn't trademark or utilizing it. And basically everyone's going to mix it up. Keep going.
Okay, all right. So he's I notice sometimes a lot of, not a lot, but quite often I see these like sort of anti-SJW YouTubers do this where they'll flash something on the screen, tell you what it is, and hope that you don't actually look into it. There's been times where I've seen quotes on the screen where they're like, look, they're telling you they hate you, and it's nothing of the like. But okay, so this is
the Illinois School of Ministry or the Indiana School of Ministry or
that other one was
Christ
I'm
Embassy,
getting it.
or if we were the Illinois School of Ministry or
now look at the top. Indiana District Assembly of God.
Yep. So they're not even trying to go into this.
Nope. And then keep going. One more.
They're also organizations that represent Christianity in a positive light. That is the toxicity that he and his fan base create. Have a bit to do with this.
Apparently, ISOM CEO just made a Twitter video reply of this at 2 a.m. Okay, I'm gonna go look. You keep going.
Who did?
The CEO.
Okay, all right. You find that.
or the Indiana School of Ministry or the Islamic
Islamic Society of Midwest.
Tony, put in the chat, please. What was the initials for this one? Because I don't remember. So
I don't see it right here.
No,
but it also doesn't say ISOM anywhere. It just says Islamic
it's Midwest,
Society.
so it would use a MW.
Ah, okay. ISMW.
ISOMW.
Yeah, so basically none of them are trying to use that. ISOM is a 3-issue miniseries, he said so in a live stream. But he see the comic as no mention of it being a miniseries. Okay.
Islamic Society of Midwest. They all are specifically involved in faith and ministry. To our knowledge, there aren't.
I knew I had some hate watchers here. Unwoke yourself. Oh my god, it's so cringy. It's so cringy.
What? Okay, what do you know? Troy Mark Law, unwoke yourself.
Just all you have to do is tell us exactly why both statutes are incorrect. That's it.
Oh, Burren actually then sent the copy of the video to Eric July when he said, "Big shout out to you all and thanks for the continued support."
What?
Hold on, I'll share my screen. Hold on,
Okay, okay.
and then I will send you the
Okay, Islamic SOM is the website's name. That's what he was saying. All right, you got it?
Yep.
Can you play the video?
No, I don't have the video yet, but look at it. Big shout out to all you and thanks for the continuous support. The guy sent a reply.
Oh my god. I'm not a hate watcher. Okay.
Okay, I will send the video to you. Hold on. I'll copy it and I'll email it to you.
Okay, I appreciate it. I am a hate watcher here. Shut up, Samuel. I cannot believe he made a personal video.
Yep. Yep. So you should get any second now.
Okay. I definitely don't mind people defending Eric. I just want.
They shouldn't be being
No,
hostile.
I want. No, he's not being. I don't think he was being hostile.
Oh, no. I'm talking about those defending Eric.
No, I want to know why. I want to know it just.
Oh, this guy. You're talking about this guy.
Yeah, just don't say
insulting things to us.
No. Just don't say. Okay, it says refuse to connect. Can you share your screen and play it?
Don't I have to do that from Chrome?
Yeah, probably.
Then give me a moment. I'm gonna switch over to Chrome.
Okay. Just give me your reasons, right? I'm trying to give you mine. All right, go ahead. By the way, Eric July got the birthday of his great grandpa or his great half white granddaddy wrong. Oh my gosh. That was quick.
Yep, I said I just jumped over to Chrome.
Yeah, it keeps saying for me, it says Twitter refused to connect.
Oh, wait, I should have just sent you the actual video then. Hold on. I should just email the Vimeo link. I should have done that.
Okay, that works. That should work.
So I didn't need to switch over.
I'm sorry.
No, that's on me.
This is the quality entertainment you guys subscribe for.
Hey, what happened to the background?
It was pulling from my computer.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it disappeared. That's all.
All right. Here we go, guys. Let's see. We started with the Eric video. We gotta check out this one because it seems like.
Okay. Unwoke yourself. First of all, we're not talking about copyright. We're talking about trademark. And you can trademark initials as the word.
Yeah, you definitely can. When isn't Twitter dumb? That's fair.
How long is this video?
9 minutes.
Hi, Dr. Berengal Flunn here. I just want to speak to Eric July and to all the Rippaverse fans. There's a tremendous group of people out there that love this comic book, and we're not against you. We're not against the comic book. We're not against the Rippaverse, against everything that's been established and everything that's been done in the last year and a half with ISOM 1 and ISOM 2. And I just wanted to do a video to add some humanity to this whole equation, and also to try and explain, why it is that we feel it's necessary to go down the legal route. Now, we have been in negotiation, and we had put a deadline. We made a proposal.
Gotta speed that up.
Back to us with a counter sort of proposal, and we then laid down some basic guidelines we wanted to see in a settlement, and we said, well, please respond by the 10th of October, and if not, then we're going to proceed to go a different route and to go down the line of actually going forward with the legal procedure. Well, the 10th came and went, and we did not hear back from the Rippaverse organization,
Damn.
and that's the only reason that we proceeded to actually serve the lawsuit. I'm not sure why MOREEric July and his legal team did not come back to us, but we're trying to operate in good faith. We're trying to lay down some guidelines. Yes, we made a proposal, and this involved a license. We're trying to license Rippaverse to use the trademark, and we can go back
He
to
used the right word.
our organization is called Good Shepherd, but we chose to brand ourselves as ISOM, and so we trademarked ISOM. This was decades ago,
Right.
And Rippaverse chose to brand themselves as ISOM, but they chose to trademark Rippaverse, not ISOM. I'm not sure if MOREEric July, you did a Google search at the beginning before you made that decision. If you either maybe you did
This
do a Google
guy's
search
too
and decided that you were
nice.
gonna
This
override
isn't
it on your
fair.
own,
This guy is too nice to be dealing with somebody of the likes of Eric. That just seems so cruel to make him do. It really
I
does.
agree. I agree. No, he's using the right terms.
Yes.
We have a registered trademark. It's not just a TM. It's not in process. It's a registered for many, many decades. And you chose to override that, or you never looked at it, and you did the groundwork for Rippaverse. You trademarked that. You went through the legal process, but you never ever trademarked the ISOM or even looked into it. And if you did, and you came across our name, you didn't contact us, and if you wanted to use it, we would have been open at the beginning just to lay down some guidelines. And as it was, you proceeded, whether it was by ignorance or by intention, we don't know that.
Okay, they wanted to lay down some guidelines. That I can see why he would not want to deal with their guidelines, right? That would limit him and censor him a bit, but it would be very easy, since the character is Avery, to come up with something different had in the beginning he done the research.
By the way, I'm just looking. I'm already seeing. Of course, I'm seeing some of his idiots saying, "You're a grifter. It's a surname. You cannot trademark a and go after a surname." It's like,
wait, they're attacking him?
Yes. If you look in the
this
comments,
is what I'm saying. This man is too nice.
if you
Leave
look in there,
him alone. What? Eric needs to tell his fans. I'm
he's not going
sorry.
to.
It's at a point where you need to tell your fans, do not interact with them.
You know why? You know why he can't? Because he's been pushing, saying, "I put my customers first. I will even throw my constituents under the bus." He does not. The moment he does that, these guys are saying, "You're throwing us under the bus. If you tell us stop doing this, you are the problem, and we're gonna turn him." He knows this. He knows.
Next video he's gonna have is calling this guy a detractor. I bet.
Yep.
Oh my God. No, tell your fan. I'm sorry. It's at a point where you should have it's past the point, but at least now say, leave them alone. If you say something, I'm gonna have to kind of distance myself from you, right?
I'm sorry. I'm looking at these responses. They are all stupid responses.
Oh my God.
To the tweet.
Leave the man alone. That's horrible.
Oh, geez. Oh, God. By the way, as a CEO of one of the largest Christian blah, 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 not a single post about Israel or BS praise for the family. Just money, money, money. You made me sick.
Use it. And,
oh, my God.
I'm not sure when you came to know that this was a violation or this was an infringement, but to us, it's our branding. It's our name. It's our,
I get it.
It's really the foundation of what we do. And we're trying to defend that. There's a great video cast by Nick Rakita.
Wow!
On YouTube, and MOREEric July been on his show. He did, I think, a day ago, but it was recently that he did a video cast on this ISOM case. Did an excellent analysis. Yes, he's mostly in your favor, but at the same time, he does advocate and say that we have to defend the trademark if we're going to keep it. We're open. You guys missed the deadline. You didn't come back with a proposal to us. We then went ahead and proceeded as we had said we would. If you didn't return and respond to us, maybe it wasn't important enough to you, but it is important to us. I know that there's trolls. We're not ignorant to the fact that there's trolls, and we also try to navigate that soup and to know what's a troll, what's not a troll. But the bottom line of it, to deny the fact that if you Google ISOM, that both of our names come up, and there's lots of areas of overlap. And
there is.
We want to just find a way that we can work together, that we can somehow resolve this. and it, everything's on the table.
This is incredible. These people
Yeah.
have bent over backwards to finish and fix this situation. Why has he not had the same amount of respect back for them? It's really not that difficult to reach out to somebody and have a conversation. You don't even have to do it. Have your lawyers do it, right?
By the way, unwoke yourself. It's still printed material.
Right. It absolutely is. This should go to court. It is.
Yeah, it is.
It definitely is at this point, but this guy seems like he's really trying not to make enemies here. This is really unfortunate.
Yeah, and again, this is doing everything good for him, and this is going to make Eric look worse to anyone who's not one of his simp whales.
Wow. This is bad. I feel bad for this company.
For negotiation, and if we make a proposal, then you can come back with a counter proposal. But we certainly want you to recognize that there's an infringement, that there has been something that we've owned and that you are stepping on, and we're trying to create that distinction. The only way we know to do
Eric
that
looks worse.
through
Is
a
that
license.
even possible?
And,
yeah.
To find whatever the boundaries
Yeah,
of the
I
license
guess
are.
so.
How do we structure it? We're looking for answers in the same way as you are. But to sweep this under the rug and say, like, we're trying to trample on your family name, or we don't have any nefarious issue in here, other than the fact that you're involved in a lot of internet controversy. And the more you're involved in controversy, the more our name gets put up whenever somebody goes to ISOM. Our name is there. And we're trying to just avoid this. We want a separation. We want to have a separate identity. We want you to run in your lane. We run in our lane. But we're trying to find a way forward. So we're not some sort of greedy sort of group that's trying to extract. And we would prefer you would never use the name ISOM, that you talk to us beforehand, that we'd had some way. What you had to do, you became a superstar on the internet, and you.
Damn. I do. Like, I feel bad for this guy. Okay, Unwoke Yourself is saying it's... Now, I have the paperwork. I have not gone over it completely. Printed instructional, educational, teaching materials, brochures, notebooks, printed tests, printed exams, and workbooks, all in the field of religion.
But again, it's specific. Trademark law is specific, but it's not hyper specific like Eric keeps claiming it is. Not to the hyper specificness of that.
I would have to look over what it is, and like I said, I just got the papers before stream. But this is if that's the case, then he is infringing upon that, right? Like, he is using printed material that have a religious undertone with the suit.
Exactly. He made it, and that's all. But as Nick keeps on pointing out, he knew there was if he knew there was a trademark. It doesn't matter if he knew, which the chances are he probably did. Then everything goes out the window for Eric. Everything
Hold
goes
on.
out
I'm
the
gonna
window.
piss this guy off real quick. And I'm not doing it on purpose, but I'm just being honest. Not fiction in any form. We're talking about Bible material here. Just saying.
I keep on feeling like the Bible is at least partially.
The Bible is written by men, right? So I do. I feel
you went there. You went there.
Yeah, I mean, that's
what
all
is
I'm
the
gonna say.
periodical? It's a magazine comics for on the periodicals because they come out monthly or weekly or whatnot.
Right, exactly. I feel bad for this guy. Okay, let's switch back over here because I wanted to see a little bit more of what Eric was gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Any active trademark disputes between them and Good Shepherd. The Rippaverse, on the other hand, is not a religious organization. The individual religious beliefs of our employees and contractors are completely irrelevant to what we do. We have a public code of ethics, and it says nothing about religion. But
well,
we
no,
are a for-profit business.
It doesn't have to
plunder, and that is what Good Shepherd has demanded. Convenient and, again, shocking.
Seriously,
Oh, geez. Wait till we get to the end when he brings up Sonic.
He just tried to say that they were out for his money. Wow. Okay. All right. That's kind of these are accusations a lawyer would tell you not to make, right? Simply because you get to a point where you're dealing with trademark. Where's the line where it steps into defamation? Right? So I don't know why he would even go down that route. Again, shouldn't have made this video.
This claim of actual confusion has been unsupported. Dr. Gilfillan has publicly already acknowledged his lack of knowledge regarding the credibility of the example given in the original letter. The lack of investigation.
Who's Dr. Somebody?
No, that's the CEO.
Oh, okay.
Is alarming. They got an email from a person claiming to be a senior reporter, despite them operating.
It's all this is that it's basically is no different than someone doing a prank call that ended up revealing the truth about something. Yes, it might have been a troll, but it opened the door, and for all we know, they might have other proof. They just show a handful of examples. There's usually a lot more that they feel confident proof that, and I don't think they're all from. For all we know, there might be letters out there that aren't from trolls.
Regardless of their, this was really stupid. Whoever did this, like, leave this man's company alone.
Well, I agree with that.
But and this is what I keep saying over and over and over again. Regardless of how this transpired, at the beginning, this is Eric's fault for not doing the research. And he clearly tried to trademark, or has trademarked, I don't know, Rippaverse, right? So why would he not? I don't understand it. I don't. Out for money? Well, it's true. Aren't they?
They tried to look for a solution.
No, they legally have to defend their trademark if they want to keep it.
Yeah. But he's saying, wouldn't they seek it? Yeah, they tried. Eric didn't want it. You can't just simply say, oh, you don't want it? Fine, we'll drop the suit. He literally just said that on the other video.
Yeah. Eric always portrays himself as being the victim, 100%. And that's always what it is. It's gay ops, duh.
Under an unprofessional email. Had they done their research, they would clearly see that this is just a disgruntled critic of mine. That led to Good Shepherd's alleged confusion and thus a frivolous lawsuit. In fact, every example of actual confusion that we've been provided by Good Shepherd were online internet trolls. By continuing on with this, they're actually incentivized.
Can you prove they were trolls?
It doesn't matter under the law if they were trolls.
Exactly.
Or not.
Can they prove it? That's the thing. The
law will take the words for what they say.
Exactly.
Because you can't prove intentions. It's extremely
unless they bring them into the court.
Intentions. No, even in the court, if something says like the email showed, or the one that the CEO shared, you can't prove intention. You have to prove. You have to take the words for what they are.
More trolls that will inevitably feign confusion or something else. These trolls would like nothing more than to ruin the Rippaverse or to make this a very expensive affair. Trolls are using Good Shepherd's naivety or simple greed to harass us.
What?
You know what I think Rippa is thinking? He's thinking, like, Your Honor, these are trolls. This is a troll email. Oh, you're right. It isn't admissible.
No,
I think he's legitimately
that's not how it works, though.
I think he's honestly legitimately thinking that is how it works.
But that's not, you can't prove intentions.
You can't, and that's the point. They keep on acting like they can prove it. Like they're saying it's a troll. It's like it doesn't matter.
Not an excuse. I mean, it's a terrible way to get this started. I agree. Yeah. I think whoever.
I agree completely. It's terrible, but you can't prove it.
Exactly.
It is unfortunate that Good Shepherd does not seem to understand this. And because they've not investigated prior claims of confusion, we cannot rely on the blanket assertions. We presented several ideas and we're willing to make concessions. We believe our suggestions benefit both parties, but Is this what was desired? We're not sure how profiting from our work perpetually accomplishes this. They basically agreed to none of our core bullet points and came back with wanting perpetual payment. Even to this day, we are happy to settle this on reasonable terms. We aren't impeding on their rights, and these types of agreements to coexist peacefully are made by trademark attorneys every single day. Many times these are completed amicably without any money changing hands.
Right. So why didn't you just license it?
Because
over.
here's why. They were going to put restrictions. He mentions that later. They would be asking for, as he says, perpetual payment and going to restrict them. It's like, no, duh. They were going to do it because they don't want their brand tainted.
Exactly.
I've been trying to find an example. There is a comic example out there of someone taking a brand, using a brand, and for their own thing. And having restrictions. It's like, okay, it's like this. If let's say DC Fine decides to license their books out,
right?
Their characters out. They license Superman out to someone. That person's not going to then say, okay, I'm going to have Superman start killing people left and right and being the Punisher,
right?
Destroying everyone. It's like, no,
they won't allow
DC
that.
would still say, no, give us the license back.
Yeah. And here's the thing. It says once a year or so, that's all Eric puts out either, right?
Yeah,
that's all Eric put. He doesn't put out stuff more than once a year.
He's labeling it as clearly it's put under a comic because he's obviously going to collect all 3 of the issues of this arc when it's done. That's a trade,
right? But right now it's a comic.
Right now it is a comic, and again, a comic can be an oversized, around over 100 pages or so. Because DC has done it. It can still be a periodical.
Right.
This should not be difficult. At some point, Good Shepherd claimed that a forever license payment is required to protect their right. That is simply not true. A perpetual license would tie both the Rippaverse and Good Shepherd together forever. I thought that was specifically what Good Shepherd hoped to avoid. So let's be clear here. Number one, we went into negotiations and there was no indication they wanted profit off of our business. This was a subversive strategy, and it wasn't until after the initial negotiations did they want perpetual payment. We easily could have come up.
Wait. We just now heard from the CEO that they didn't actually meet up. They sent them a proposal and didn't hear back. So Eric just acted like they went into a meeting.
So Eric did trademark Rippaverse back in August 2021. Interesting of note, the trademark says providing online non-downloadable comic books and graphic novels. So ISOM can be online. Well, that was not smart of him. That and saying ISOM actually meant in search of more.
Hold on, Geek Getaway just sent me a tweet. I'll share it.
Okay. This is incredible. This is incredible.
Sorry,
Legal Eagles should do a video. Yeah, that would be I would be very interested in what they had to say. Good morning, Kawan. Did you find it?
Yep. TJ Laser made this.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's so good. You need to use it as an emoji. Oh my God, that would be such a good emoji. That's hilarious. Okay, I want to get to the Sonic stuff and then
that's towards the very, very, very end.
With an agreement where both parties coexist with no constant payment. This type of agreement is largely the norm. Number two, this whole thing with
translation. I want to be able to do it. No money, no nothing. They just simply give me the approval. That's it. And I could do whatever the hell I want.
It's going to be an emoji on my channel. There you go. That's so freaking perfect.
Am I right? That's pretty much what the translation is.
That's how, but this is how licensing works. Come on now. We're not that.
Oh, yeah. Go towards the end. Go towards the end so we can get to the Sonic stuff.
Oh, wait. I think I saw a Sonic thing here. I was like,
that doesn't seem to be the case because, well, now they want the profit off of the name of my great-great-great-grandfather.
That has nothing. Okay.
Number 4, Good Shepherd was not open to compromise. They lauded greater demands as negotiations went on. This seems to create
What
more conflict
negotiation?
rather than resolve. To
Clearly,
the
there was
audience,
no
think about this.
negotiations.
Sonic is the name of a
There we
fast
go.
food company, and it was
Yep.
founded long before even my own mother was alive.
Ah.
As indicated in their name and slogan, they were about fast service.
Oh
They, of
no!
course, became known for items like the chili cheese coney. Sonic is
Okay.
also the name of a video game hedgehog that runs extremely fast. Ironically, he is also known for eating chili dogs.
was
Yet
in
even the
the
Sonic
other
Corporation and
media.
Sega Sonic can coexist. They are in two completely different
Trace,
industries.
can I ask you a question? Have you
That
ever
is the
seen a
dumbest
Sonic the
comparison I've
Hedgehog?
ever seen.
Have you ever seen anyone sell a Sonic the Hedgehog chili dog? Have
Never.
you? No.
No.
In fact, the chili dog was mostly a Western creation that didn't come into the video games until Sonic and the Black Knight.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. One is in food and one is in video games.
And when I that though, one is Sonic Drive-Thru with Sonic abbreviated. The other one, it's always been Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay.
But yeah, seriously, they
that
just
is-
admitted there wasn't no negotiation. He's acting like there was. He is flat out lying.
That has to be the worst comparison I've ever seen.
It is. Can you think, oh, it's fast? No shit, it's a fast food restaurant. All of their food should be fast. It has no.
All of them are called fast food.
Have you
right?
never noticed Sonic the restaurant has never ever said, we do the fastest food out there?
Right. Plus, it's Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Just like Girl said. Okay. Okay. That one makes no sense. That was really bad. Like, I feel like what is the other one you use? Karate Kid. I feel like
Karate Kid.
That one's a much better comparison. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. I think that's about.
And they both sell merchandise with their brand of Sonic.
Of
Look, guys,
course.
we did everything in our power to resolve this.
No,
This
you
turned out to be a very expensive affair, and it's unfortunate that a Christian organization wants to go this route. We've assessed the risk. Even in the worst case scenario, it's still worth it to us to fight like hell. This organization does not want me to use my own family name unless we pay them for the rest of our lives. We cannot simply agree to that, and it looks like we're taking this to court.
His own family name. So he's basically saying from multiple generations ago, that's not how it works. That's not a family name. There's other people out there who have ISOM as a family name.
Yeah, that's.
He's acting like his great grandpa was the very first ISOM ever. Yeah, exactly, Keith Gateway. Hulk Hogan, especially back when he was the incredible Hulk Hogan.
That's a really bad comparison. This is a mess that could have been prevented. That's really what this is. Awesome. They're going to court. Let's go. Yeah. This needs to be settled in court. This is wild stuff. This seems like something that if you take down the ego from a 12 to a 2, you could have worked this out behind the scenes. I understand. He doesn't want their kind of censorship over his head, right?
He didn't have to go with ISOM. Again, everything, Nick kept saying, everything can show. If he knew and still went ahead anyway, it's on him.
How could he have not known?
Exactly. Especially if the rumors are true and he did try to trademark it. If that happens, it's done for. It's a done deal.
I mean, it's going to be up to a jury, but I do think this is kind of, I feel like what did the stream that Nick, that he mentioned in that video have to say?
Yeah. I'm telling you what he had to say. He's basically saying, one, they have a good point about the search, and two, if Eric did know, if he did know about the trademark existing, and
that
went
doesn't
ahead
matter.
and,
Ignorance is an offense in the law.
exactly. Yeah, I'm passionate. Unwoke yourself. Yeah, I am.
I mean, but what did he say about them having a case or not?
Oh, he said, yeah, I think looking, he didn't take into account when he said this, they didn't have much of a case beforehand about the about the search stuff. He didn't see it before that, he said, but he said, now that I know about the search everything, that changes everything. That basically makes and that shows they have a much stronger case than I thought.
Yeah, I'm very curious. I do think there's a solid case here simply because of obviously the search and
Mhm.
then the branding
Yeah.
it's not obviously the same, but
Obviously.
it's similar
The
enough
only one
when
thing
it
that's
comes to the
definitely not.
merch and the name. That's the merch with the t-shirts I've seen, obviously they don't like we can't even be fake here and say that they look exactly
Well,
alike,
I'm-
but they're close-ish. And then
yeah. I mean,
the
look at the hat.
periodicals.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. The periodicals with his book coming out once a year, with it having a Christian cross on it, with and then all of the, unfortunately for Eric's side of this, all of the trolls that will not be seen as trolls. They won't be.
Nope.
Yeah, I feel
I mean,
like
here's-
there's definitely some, at least a decent case here.
Okay, can I say this? Imagine this. It goes to court. They get a jury. They're going to ask, do you know anything about Mr. Eric Gillette? You do? You're gone. You don't? Okay. And how many of those people are actually going to know and look at it and be like, oh, yeah, that's so a troll? No. They're going to think
No.
like, okay, there's something weird about it, but it makes sense. I mean, that first one felt a bit off. The second one he showed from that, Robert, not me. The one claiming that his son and all that stuff, that one felt more plausible. As an internet person, you would know it's a troll. But from a layman, they're not.
No, absolutely not. And when we looked over it the other day, there were replies that were saying like something along the lines of,
Dude, it's going to a jury trial. That's what they want.
yeah, and I don't know. This is wild stuff. I've never seen somebody fuck up so bad every step of the way.
You know why he's doing this? Because if he doesn't, you will win. Oh, and Dick will win. Vito will win. Vicky will win. All of its detractors and haters in his eyes will win.
I'm not avoiding you, Michael.
What points are you making, Vito and Michael? I haven't seen all
I'm
of them.
sorry. I didn't. When I'm looking at a video or something, I'm on another tab. I didn't see it, so I apologize. You also called me racist. No, I'm just kidding.
But that's what I'm saying though. That's why he's doing this.
I'm trying to be fair here. I know, and I'll be the first to say that I do have a bias. Because fuck Eric July for threatening me with, oh my god, those emails that never appeared.
Agreed.
Right?
I agree. I'm just saying though,
and he makes an absolute mockery of his channel every time he makes a video on mod detractors. But
he's not even monetizing his haters. Not really.
No, he's what did that one Rippaverse video? They said it a rip-off verse.
Yeah.
It's really a good way to say it. They said he's not monetizing his haters, he's remonetizing his cash cows.
Yes.
That was a good way to put it. Jurors will undeniably be more passionate towards a religious group. Yeah, especially when they bring in videos of Eric being like using, God's name in vain, being very toxic, coming in there and calling people
calling you a heifer.
They're not going to look upon him favorably at all. And that's what lawyers do. They're going to go into court and they're going to make a mockery of Eric. This was a really dumb move. You should have settled.
Again, unwoke yourself. It is possible. You can go to a jury trial over it.
Didn't he already say that?
Yeah, that's what he said. And I'm just knowing he's like, LOL, a jury trial, lol.
Yeah, they're absolutely that.
Okay, should we start getting to the comic book stuff?
Yeah, but yeah, that they're gonna absolutely demean it. They're gonna go in there and embarrass him with all the things that Eric has done in his past. And it's going to be hilarious.
Oh,
And if for some god awful reason it is covered, we will be watching it.
by the way, let's talk about a couple of before we go into the comics of the week. Let's talk about a few of the announcements from NYC.
Oh
NYCC.
yeah. So the Jeff Johns one.
Well, that one, but first they just announced about Superman.
What about Superman?
Bill Kane Johnson is leaving.
Oh yeah. All right. Wait. Hold on. Action Comics. He's not writing Superman.
That's what I meant. Action.
Why? Who's taking over?
Mark Waid and Jason Aaron.
Oops, wrong one. That's gonna probably be better then.
Mark Waid, I'd agree. Jason Aaron, it depends. This is the same guy who turned She-Hulk into me She-Hulk. Rah!
Yeah,
And
but
then
his
did that-
Once Upon a Time at the End of the World is fucking fabulous.
Oh, I get that. His creator-owned stuff. But when it comes to the main books, he's very hit and miss. And unfortunately, he's one of the ones who will be all like, you fans, I'm going to write and attack you in my book.
Yeah. Wait, what?
What?
Aaron's known for doing that?
Yeah, he did that with She-Hulk, where the She-Hulk issue where She-Hulk's like,
Oh no, it'll be more Superman I don't read.
but
It'll be fine. It'll be under Mark Waid's glove.
so you'll read it for Mark Waid.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah,
Probably.
apparently
I mean, but that is a shame. Is Philip Kennedy Johnson leaving DC, or is he just leaving this book?
Just leaving that book. My guess is he's probably getting too much on his plate as it is.
Speaking of Action Comics, Mags Visaggio had a backup.
Oh, yeah. Let me get to the Bleeding Cool article.
I got it up already.
Oh, you do? Oh.
Yep, I sure do.
And she is constantly pushing this like it's going to happen. I think she's hoping fans will go to DC and say, let it happen. Make this happen. Make this happen.
This would have taken Connor Kent to Connie Kent, and not known as Superboy, known as Skyrocket.
Which it's already an existing DC character who's black, I should add.
Yeah, weird, right? So this would have been, I'm sorry, this is stupid. This is really, really stupid. I have never looked at Connor Kent, and I know it doesn't matter what I look at, but like as much Connor as I have read, I always look at him as like this bad boy kind of persona. Like why was this something that okay, to DC's credit, they shot it down.
You know what? Yep. You know why? Because he has an earring. Ever since he was first introduced, he had an earring on his ear. That must mean he was trans.
What?
Scroll down on this. I think they show an image of when he first appeared.
Hold on. That.
Keep scrolling down.
Hold on. So if you're a dude and you have earrings, you're
one earring. If you have the one earring. That's what some people have thought. In fact, that's what some people used to believe, and I think people like Max still believe it.
I am really, really confused here. How is that a thing I missed? Because I always thought he looked kind of cool.
I guess they don't show it here, but
like the art is great in this.
No, I do love this. Okay, see that one. They say, see, he looked trans. It's like that's Tom Grummett's artwork, and Grummett has definitely shown he just has a weird haircut, but that's it.
Hold on. Yeah, that's exactly. Bianca says, it was a stereotype. I thought it meant you were a kid. That's what I thought. That is the wildest thing I've heard. I'm not like trying to act confused. I'm generally confused how an earring would make you think that you were trans.
Agreed. Or gay.
Okay.
Or gay.
That used to be a stereotype of gay men. I understand that one a little bit, but Here's the thing. If you want to have one earring as a dude, or 2, or 17, if you want to have your fucking nipples pierced, doesn't mean that you wake up one day and you're trans. That is such a weird thing to even. I'm going to tell you, as someone who generally stands up for a lot of the creative decisions, and I like the stories, and maybe I
At least DC
don't-
put their foot down on this one.
Exactly. Yeah, I am very glad that DC put their foot down on this one, because this one legitimately makes no sense to me. Like, it would have
No.
made more sense to me if they would have been like, okay, he came out as bi, and him and Tim have a little thing going on.
Oh yeah,
Right?
and not that though, but the fact is, he's like, do you have to be Superboy? Clearly, according to Max, that was meant to see he doesn't want to be a boy. When in actuality, it's like, no, he doesn't want to be Superboy. It's tied to the super name.
Holy crap. That is wild to me. Would you have read it?
Nope,
Yeah, me either.
I would
but
not
I
have
didn't
read
read it anyway.
If it was Max writing it and going for this crap, I would not. That's why I'm glad he said he's going to be in other books.
Okay. I'm glad this story that she wrote was going to lead to him transitioning. Okay.
But apparently, is now leading into Speed Force.
Like, to be fair, a lot of superheroes look. They all wear spandex. Come on now, guys. But that's a stupid change. I am personally glad this did not make it through.
Very, very, very clear. Nope, it's dead. When people ask, like, if you're sharing it, that means it's dead, right? Yep, it's dead. Now, I do like him being paired up with Miss Marsh again. Makes it very clear he's straight.
Yeah. I like his little, like,
the pink in the hair. I don't.
Yeah, he looks cute. I like it. That's not how you color your hair. Don't do it in bed. This is dumb. But regardless, here's what Skyrocket would have looked like. She's cute though. Well, not there.
That could be a separate character, but just not.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so
no, probably not. Actually, I'd say probably not. Simply because there's so many
There's too many as there is. Yeah.
Like, I like the way he looks. He definitely looks like he should be dating Tim Drake. I'm just gonna go on a stereotype there.
Yep. So, Ghost Machine.
The new Image Comics.
Which is basically Mad Ghost expanded.
Yes, and I love this idea.
So basically, Jeff Johns, Jason Fabok, Gary Frank, Brian Hedge, Lamont McGee, Francis Manipul, Brad Meltzer, Peter J. Tamantia, Maital Zoot, Lamont and Mittal were from Stargirl, the show, will be exclusive going forward, which means once
Jeff Johns liked them enough to bring him. Oh, that's very cool.
And that means once Hitch is done with the Death of Lex Luthor, he is exclusive to Ghost Machine.
I mean, that's sad for DC and some stuff, but
I have a feeling. I have a feeling
this is going to be good.
Well, look at this, and so many of this is going to tie into. Basically, it's going to be down to 4 pillars, 4 pillars. The unnamed, that's the Geiger stuff, and we're soon going to get. That's the first Ghost as well. Red Coat, Geiger, and first Ghost.
Wait, who's the girl?
First Ghost.
Okay, we haven't seen her yet. I love Geiger. But she's adorable. She looks very Natasha Romanoff.
Mixed in with a bit of Cheshire.
Yes. So good.
Then there's going to be Rook, Exodus, a sprawling sci-fi epic which takes place in the far future on a world with every aspect of nature is controlled by humanity. Then you have the universe of Family Odysseys, centering around a time-displaced family, the Rockefellers and their friends, and an epic horror universe co-created and illustrated by one of our secret superstar artists to be announced, currently under contract. So in other words, they can't announce them until their contract is done. So basically
so is this going to be a shared universe?
No. It's going to be 4 separate it's 4 shared universes. So it's going to be 4 different shared universes under Ghost Machine. The unnamed is going to be its own shared universe. Rook is going to be its own shared universe. Family Odyssey is going to be its own shared universe, and the horror universe is going to be its own shared universe.
Okay.
And then we're going to
Very
have a
cool.
Geiger ongoing.
I mean, I love.
Oh, look at that!
Wait, is that the dude version?
That's that's Rook Exodus. That's the sci-fi epic.
Okay, but that looks nearly. I mean, like that looks like the dude version of the girl I said looked like Natasha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
More Geiger. More Junkyard Joe.
Junkyard Joe was incredible.
Red Coat.
Red
We're finally getting the Red
Coat.
Coat.
Yes.
Ghost Machine introducing. Oh wait. Oh no, that's just the Rook character still.
Okay.
More is
Wow.
Red Coat.
This is gonna be huge.
It's all going to start in November with the Geiger Ground Zero. Now they are going to still be publishing through Image, but it's its own license as opposed to just a brand.
Oh, so it's still through Image.
Yep.
I thought it was its own-
caveat. There are 4 separate universes.
This is gonna be incredible. I'm so excited for this. But I always love my indies, and if you have those names on there, I hope Tomasi does better than his last. Wow, it was something tree.
I know. Red
was-
Tree. Or
It
Blood
was
Tree.
Blood Tree, that's what it was. It was not good.
But the fact that we're having and apparently, Brad Meltzer is exclusive.
Oh my gosh, I love Brad Meltzer too. This
Well,
is
yeah,
gonna be
it's-
great. I'm very excited for this.
Francis Manipul, I haven't seen much from him in ages.
Well, in it's at a time where I feel a bit of a disconnect from current comics, so this is perfect.
Agreed. And Tomasi, let's be honest, once it's
Tomasi's a great writer. I just was jaded by his recent work.
right. But
I'm excited. I think this
Oh,
is, and I
and-
love the Geiger stuff. I love Gotham by Gaslight, the Kryptonian Age.
the new
Okay, this is what
Elseworld.
Samuel was talking about yesterday. They're bringing back Elseworld imprint. So basically, Black Label.
Yeah, but it's this one's a 12-issue arc by Andy
Oh,
Diggle.
wow.
Batman the Barbarian.
Wait, what did
6
Andy
issues.
Diggle write? He's writing
Oh.
something right now, current.
Let me check.
I know he is because I remember seeing his name.
Hold on. Oh, I know he did long ago did the Adam Strange book that Bianca and I went over, but hold on.
Elseworlds is coming back, Hominus. Isn't that incredible? Maybe see all of this good stuff is coming back at a time where I have been annoyed, I guess is the word, with comics. So I'm excited.
I can't see. Oh, wait. Let's see.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. It's not.
He did stuff for Legends of Gotham. He did some of the Comixology books. He did Shadow Man for Valiant.
That's why I know him.
That was from 2018 to 2019. To 2019.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah, we have Batman the Barbarian by Greg, drawn by Greg Smallwood.
His Shadow Man is so good.
Dark Knights of Steel Allwyn. It is a spinoff without Tom Taylor. But
Oh, hey!
Yep, dealing with Deathstroke.
I kind of love it. I liked that universe. I feel like it did get a little like towards the end. But if somebody else is doing it,
Oh,
okay.
look at her. Green Lantern Dark.
Oh my God! Wait,
looks
let
like
me
it's a
go
ti-
up a little bit. She looks kind of
Cute.
weird, kind of cool. I kind of dig it. She is a Green Lantern. She looks black.
It's called Green Lantern Dark. It's a dark fantasy set in a post-apocalyptic Earth. She looks like Tangent Green Lantern, the
I
Tangent
like it.
universe.
Yeah.
Then we have Batman Nightfire by Seth and Clay Mann. I didn't know Clay Mann had a brother.
No, I did not either. Maybe he'll be quicker than Clayman.
Oh, and then DC vs. Vampire World War V.
I love that. DC versus, is it still Otto Schmidt?
What do you mean? Otto Schmidt and Matthew Rosenberg. Yes.
Yes. All right. I am happy about that.
I'm in. I'm sold on all of these.
I'm pretty sure Andy Diggle did some Constantine stuff too.
Oh, no. He did that back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
just not recently. He also did
Okay.
Green Arrow. He's the one who did Green Arrow year 1.
Okay. All right. My brain's just moving. I'm actually very excited about these books. I loved Batman versus DC versus Vampires was one of the best DC books, Elseworld stuff in a very, very long time. And if you've got Otto Schmidt and maybe a little Simone DeMaio on there, I'm in. I'm 100% in. All right,
wanna talk
let's
about a
start our
comic?
best. Yeah, let's start our best books of the last 2 weeks. 2-ish
Yep.
weeks. I'm sure you have more than me, so go for it. I
Well,
heard
more
about
than
this.
meets the eye.
I have heard. Wait, what's the website again?
Read all.
Read all. Okay.
Transformers #1 by.
I have heard this is incredible.
It is. It's Daniel Warren Johnson. What do you expect?
I mean, that's fair.
But yeah, it opens up. He's having a guy having a dream and all that. And oh, look at that! Look at that car or that van.
That looks awesome.
But yeah, basically, wait. So is that what checking the kids? Yeah, Spike. That's Spike, and that's Carly.
I totally know
Those
that.
are names of characters from Transformers.
Yep, I knew that.
Oh, and then they stumble upon the Ark. But it turns out here they have Jetfire, I believe, be the one who shows up. He had no idea about the war. He is so old. He went looking for something else, wasn't aware of the war, and when he shows up, he's trying to wake him up, unaware of what's been going on. So he wakes up his old friend Starscream. Yeah, Jetfire. And they shoot and blast Bumblebee. I don't know if they killed him.
Rude. Wait, are they bad guys?
Oh, Starscream is a bad guy. Jetfire
Yeah.
is ignorant. But then Optimus wakes up, leading to a big tussle and everything. Jetfire helps out because he doesn't know what's going on. Oh, that's Ratchet also helping out. So they're slowly all awakening.
Awesome.
Oh, apparently the trailer is sentient. Optimus's trailer is sentient.
Is that new?
Yeah, that's new. They never had his trailer be sentient.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a trailer. Can you load our warriors in there? It will be tight, but go. I'll buy you time. Soundwave wakes up. So many of them are waking up. Wheeljack, they need to get him loaded up. Bumblebee. Oh no. So I think they're implying that Bumblebee is dead.
Loser.
Hey.
I'm just kidding. Bye, Tibia.
Yep. So yeah, big action piece. They get out, but Jetfire gets killed during all this. And he dies asking for forgiveness. He had no idea.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, though. So and then Starscream is starting as his own thing as he's killing people.
Well, that's rude.
So fragile, so squishy, so pathetic.
Dang.
That's a great start.
Yeah, that does sound like a good start. And every review I've seen of this has been very, 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 very positive.
Well, I got another book on mine. It's a list I'm pretty sure is on yours.
Yep, I just pulled that up so you can share your screen. Oh my god, this book is so good. This book is so good.
It is. Again, Kelly Thompson, great writer, crappy human being.
Again, where did you hear this from?
It's been a known thing that she's the reason why people like Brian Wood are out of the industry. By playing backdoor politics.
I feel like I remember Brian Wood doing something, but I can't remember.
Oh, geez, look at what Kate just pointed out.
If you read the pitch, the writer explains that because Connor has a leather jacket and a side buzz automatically means he's a shut up, Kate. No!
That's what
That
this
is
is Mags we're talking about here.
ridiculous.
This is Mags we're talking about. And seriously, we thought Mags was doing good with Ginny Hex, and I thought the writing on this story was good, but now that I hear all this, I'm like, Mags hasn't changed.
No,
Mags
not
is not-
even slightly. Whatever. That does not mean that he. Okay, yes, he's a lesbian. He likes women. What? Okay. Oh, people are so weird. Max is also the one that claims that Kurt Cobain was trans too.
But yeah, look, just having Zealot and all the others on
So,
here.
the art on this is incredible. It's supposed to look very Jack Kirby, very old school, right?
Yep, and I think it does a good job. I think the coloring's a little. Your eyes have to adjust to it.
Yeah, I would agree. The coloring's a bit pale,
Oh,
but
Punk Trace just a tip, by the way.
okay. Let me get it, Punk.
Yeah, this coloring is really hurting my eyes just looking at it on here.
Fancy.
Hey,
It's a good book.
I said it's a good book. I said the coloring. And by the way, Tris, who has a bad here? Don't be calling me names.
But
crap.
this is so funny because in this whole thing, Kelly Thompson clearly understands Harley more than Teenie Howard does.
Would you say she
Honestly,
understood her more than Stephanie Phillips did?
no, I mean just the same amount. But
That's
I love that we're getting finally our good Harley. Come on now.
Yep, and it's not the muted
about
colors.
damn time.
I think it's Dinah's face that's really bothering me more than anything else. It's the color of her face, the coloring.
I mean, yeah, I get it.
It's because I'm partially colorblind to red or reddish.
Punk Trace, thank you so much, and good morning. Hi, Rob and Tristan. Well, hello to you also. I appreciate it.
Although the fact that so much of
maps,
so much of it is just talking heads, I just realized.
Yeah, a little bit of this was until the end. Where they go to the. I love the paneling work on this.
Oh, I love it too.
It was really, really well done. We get a little bit of Constantine, at the Oblivion bar. And we get a really, really good fight here.
Oh, geez, like Raven. Robert's threatening a woman.
He dropped his bat, ladies and gentlemen.
No, my phone.
Okay.
My phone got hooked onto the plug to my external battery for my phone, so it pulled everything down.
Wait, fatal blow. Hooded, what is that? I'll bring it up, but tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. But this book is so good.
Is it
I'm
some
not even
character's
kidding.
fatal blow? But yeah, this was so good. Hey,
I was really impressed.
So yeah, oh, another one that I'm sure you have on your list. Tris? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Hey, what's going on?
I don't know. It said my audio dropped out. I had to fix it.
I was just showing this next.
Oh, okay. We'll check it out after. I haven't read this yet.
Oh, I thought you did. That's why I went to it next.
That's okay. I'm absolutely gonna read it. Okay, what was the?
Oh, geez, he just said he ripped Rippa's real inspiration for ISOM.
31 minutes.
Wait, figure drawing, if Jason Voorhees visits me, this isn't going to do jack shit against him. In fact, he'll probably stab me with it.
Okay, talk about your book and then we'll look at this.
Well, again, it's still just continuing on more and more with Peacemaker. He's just like the big finale, fighting everyone. Because remember, end of last issue, the brain was put in chemo.
Yes.
So now he's trying to kill Bruce Wade.
No,
he's ready to
Bruce
take over
Wayne.
the.
Whoops, sorry.
He's ready to take over the rest. He's ready to take over the world using all this stuff.
This is the last issue, right?
Yep.
Oh no.
And Red Bee is ready to sacrifice himself. So he can and he even says like happy birthday as he plows into chemo, taking him and the brain out. And then we have 2 days later, he's taking care of all the bees, and he leaves them a beer to drink up with him.
Oh, that's cool.
That is so something he would do in the show, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. No.
So
Oh,
yeah,
I
he
gotta
takes
read
care
this.
of the bees.
That's so cool.
And then later on, Bruce Wayne, stop eating dog shit. That's
I love
Delmont.
Bruce.
Yep. Kisses $5. I wouldn't be surprised if I've seen that show, but turns out they're there for his party.
Oh, that's awesome. They
What are we
finally
doing
showed
here?
up.
I don't want to be here any more than you do, but he did save the world, and it is his birthday. We'll just show our faces and get out.
Even the old man that drove the plane. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep. Oh, but unfortunately, that yep, Dan Stroke, because that's where he saw the smaller, whatever, the kid.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But then, those guys show up. But welcome to the party, assholes. Crap!
Oh
they just went it way over their heads.
That's awesome.
When you even have the wall there, it's like you guys are idiots.
That's awesome. I need to.
Oh yeah, that's the end.
All right, let's see what this is, because this is supposedly where Eric says what it actually is. Oh, you found it and it's not even on his channel? That's wild. All right, come on, computer. You can do this. I believe in you. There we go.
Okay, so ISOM is now come out, the first issue. People can order it now. I've read it. It's a decent book. I really like the art. I think the art is very strong. I think for someone that this is really their first comic writing, I think it's all right. I've read much worse. It's an interesting book. I think people, if they're interested in comics, they might like it. So one, I'd kind of like to ask a little bit about what your influence there, because religion seems to be an influence with your main character there, and that's a little different. Especially Christian characters, of course, the big two, they do not like to get anywhere near that kind of thing. And then I also like to think, what's the reaction you've gotten from people? Why do you think it's being received so well?
Yeah, I mean, for me, like it was, I wanted to do something that was unorthodox, but also very down to earth. That was the purpose. From everything from ISOM's actual suit design was by design. It was meant to do that and look like that and give kind of that familiarity is the term that I'm looking for people that are into the book, while also having a look that someone that they may be new to it can see it and be like, that looks intriguing. What is this about? It was a very difficult thing to do, because not only are you launching ISOM, right? You are launching a universe, right? This is not just, I have to try to set the scene for getting people enthusiastic, not just about this one character, but this entire world. How do I get people invested in that? And that was what we were trying to accomplish. And I said this long before the book had even come out. I'm not interested right now into giving people some world-breaking, earth-shattering, going over the top, intricate, the worlds are at stake and on the line type of story, because that's something that needs to be built upon. Like that's not what it is. This is a long game that we're certainly planning.
That is not a bad talking point.
What?
You want to build up you don't want to open up with an end of the world type thing.
But he did do that, because Texas is now like its own country.
No. He's saying the main story, the first story is that way. It's in that way.
All right.
And I will give
so for me, it was like, I want to take something that's a little unorthodox while giving people the familiarity and also launching my own like kind of universe. And that was extremely difficult. But I think we pulled it off perfectly. I spent like the better part of a year just world building, like writing in my universe Bible who this character is, who these other characters are,
smart.
And their origins, all of that. Obviously, not all of that got announced and addressed in the cards or the concept art of the book itself, but it's still something that I did because I wanted to do this certainly the right way. So really, my aspiration there was just, okay, what made, let's say, a Marvel or DC intriguing to me wasn't just one character. Some people read books for stuff like that, one-offs, bam, I like it. So begin and finish, whatever. That's not me. I got into books like that because, or what kept me around, to be more accurate, was the fact that this character existed in this vast universe. And it wasn't even about them linking up with each other. It was the fact that, well, if something crazy happened, though they've kind of moved away from this, but that impacts the world at large and the experience of the other character, right? New York City, how it still has all that crime, who knows? They got 50 heroes there. If you read Marvel, right? But they may link up with each other. Something happens, and back, you can read New Mutants, X-Men, or whatever, and
He's not wrong
tell you,
there.
hey, if you want to
Yeah,
know why it's
that's
doing
fair.
something, or why the weather is the way this is during this time of the year, then
He's
you need to read
referencing the
this other
old
book.
days.
I
I
thought
like
that was
that.
the coolest thing in the world. So that was really the big inspiration was the world building aspect, though it's not exclusive to the comics. That's what I found most intriguing. So to doing something unorthodox, there's not many heroes from Texas, right? There's not many heroes from the South altogether. I mean, again, if you look at
He's not wrong.
definitely with like Marvel, like
Right.
seems like the East Coast is just where everybody is. You got the West Coast too, but where's the South at? Where's that coming to play? It's almost non-existent. I was like, all right, let's give it a shot. Stan Lee tend to write characters that were from New York because that's where he's from, right? So that was easy for me. I'm from Texas, so I was like, I know Texas. I've
that's
I've lived North Texas,
Right,
South Texas. I
exactly.
know it like the back of my hand. Let's do something kind of based upon that.
You
So
know,
that was
it
a big
reminds
thing, and I
me
wanted
when
to
I
do something that
talked
wasn't
to
like
Ethan
cliche,
about
something that
Cyberpunk
wasn't
years
like
ago.
very predictable in terms of this character. Definitely with ISOM. So a lot of the influence was again the world building aspect that I got from things from other comic books I read, but also just trying to do something that was just a little bit against the grain. So though it has that level of familiarity, people will still read it and feel like, well, this is something new that I can kind of get in. And to your
That's
last point about
fine.
that reception, it's been great because of exactly that. Like I said I was going to do something and I did it. It was exactly that. It wasn't any shenanigans here. When I said this was the goal here, I was public about it. We have a public code of ethics. You read the book, you see the code of ethics there, so people know exactly what this company is about. They know exactly what I'm about as far as what we're attempting to do here. And I think the fact that people just got something, it wasn't beating people over the head, like people, you mentioned this whole like Christianity thing, like that's not even addressed in the first book or anything to that matter. Because like for me, it's about the character building, and it doesn't matter what walk of life you're from, where you're at, like what kind of what you.
Is this where he says it means in search of more, or did I miss that?
I don't know, but I'll say this though. I didn't feel like I was reading anything about Texas in his first book. Nothing about it felt like Texas other than being told it was set there. If they didn't tell us it was Texas, I would have thought it was some made up area.
So why is this video that we watched earlier the first time he's ever mentioned his great-great-grandfather?
Because he had to come up with an explanation that wasn't biblical as it. Because I bet you originally was going to be the biblical ISOM, but then he realized, oh crap, I can't use that because they'll just use that against me. I'll just make it up. So he's lucky that there was a great-great-great-great-grandfather named ISOM in his family.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. He didn't mention his grandfather or family at all. He never even.
Again, I think that was always his fallback.
Okay, all right. Well, that you literally failed at all. Okay, I guess your real reason for making this is you wanted to do something different. I still want to find that one that says "In Search of More." I really
about
do.
the MK1 Pro competitions.
The events will be listed on here. Any player can register for travel to an in-person tournament.
For online regional qualifiers, players are only permitted to participate within their home regions.
I mean, fair.
So hey, maybe we should send this to Tony so he can utilize it.
Yeah. So much for the grandpa excuse, right?
Yep. Okay.
So much for the grandpa excuse. You didn't mention it one time when you're literally on an interview to talk about why you were inspired for this book.
Ethnic background is these concepts that we initially go through with ISOM. I mean, starting with the family aspect of it, it's something that some folks are going to find some intrigue and some relatability with. So I think that's just it wasn't about trying to reinvent the wheel right there. It was more about, hey, I want to do something that I know works. I know what I certainly wanted as a customer. Let me just provide it. No shenanigans, no beating my audience over the head with all this bull crap. Just give it to them straight. And they responded, and that's just simply what it is they want.
So yeah, that's a good point. So
okay, all
when
right.
did this video come out?
So much for your grandpa excuse, right? It looks like 11 months ago.
So this is after the first book came. After the first book came out. But my guess is before it went to his head about how, it's the next Watchmen.
Yep. Okay. And it seems like all the things he said he wanted to do in this, I saw no evidence of. None. All online
None.
tournaments, game settings should be set for rounds first two. Yep.
Okay. So your turn.
Okay, let's see here. I've got something epic, number 5.
Okay, what is it?
Ha ha ha
Oh God, you say
The,
something epic. Okay, what is it?
the penultimate issue. Oh my God.
That's bumming you out, I'm sure.
Yes, it is, because this is easily, hands down, book of the year, November 1st, 2021.
I still
Yes,
think
that's what it
Junkyard
was.
Joe is book of the year still.
No, this is better.
How?
This is so much more. I love Junkyard Joe, don't get me wrong, but this has a lot more creativity. The art
Fair
is
enough.
actually better. This has
better than Gary Frank?
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I question your taste in art.
I'm very curious if
You know I'm
and this is
kidding.
just
You know
an
I'm
after.
kidding.
No. I know. It's an afterthought. I wonder if other and other companies have seen that video, because he does not mention, nor has he ever mentioned, the family aspect. Well, okay. My brain, I promise. Okay. Something epic. We get to see kind of the final, no, what would you call it? The final climax here. And
The penultimate climax.
yes, there we go. And Daniel heads in, and he
Whoa!
kind of, yeah, it's incredible. He gets to see the birthplace, basically, of imagination, right? And gets to
I
see
love all these XPs of different heroes and characters.
there's so much of this in this book too. And they don't really want, because there's been an issue in the past of epics actually causing more chaos than what they are supposed to. So they're not supposed to be on this, like, the birthplace, it's an island, but like the birthplace of imagination, right? Because of what has happened in the past. And they're going to bat for them, but whoops, come on, computer, cooperate.
You can do it. You can do it.
Has a bit of a demon still, right? Because of all the stuff he's dealt with, he still has that darkness inside him, and he has to fight that off a little bit. He's got a little thing going with one, which is a little weird because she was around when he was a kid, but whatever. Yeah, it's a little weird. They get interrupted. He draws her. This is what he draws. It's gorgeous, absolutely stunning.
By the way, since he's deleting this stuff, I hope you're paying attention to the stuff that Samuel was talking about, the tournaments, because he's deleting them.
Quit deleting. Eric said ISOM known.
Well, no, up above, all about the tournament stuff.
Oh yeah, I did see that at least. Okay. Quit deleting.
I think. Chris, where'd you go?
Why does that keep happening?
I don't know, but I was about to say, I think ever since Samuel seemed to imply a while ago that he's a retailer, and all that, I think it's better safe than sorry when he does it.
Like a
There's
erasure of digital footprint. Yeah. I don't know why that keeps happening. That's so weird.
But yeah, this is okay. I will admit this does look cool. This does look amazing.
It is, and he finally you've got all of these different versions. They're things that people have imagined up, right?
And those are creepy looking. Some of those. Yeah,
they are, and some of them are, even earlier in issues, they were stuff that we are familiar with. There was a Superman and a Punisher type.
Of course, the basic.
Because those are from imagination. Even if they're a famous person's imagination, it still is in that. So he says goodbye, and he gets to meet the mother of creativity itself.
Nice.
And in doing so, that invokes his demons, and that's where he's going to be fighting next. Because in order to be this epic, he has to have a clear mind, and
I think that makes sense.
he does not. So in meeting her, she transforms. And that's, I think the last issue is going to deal with him facing down his trauma and then overcoming it. And I mean, when I say this book is incredible, I truly mean it. Like, this is the
Right.
best book of not only the year, but maybe the last 10 years. Like, it's that good.
Yeah. Now I got my next book is one I want to go over briefly. I'm not going to focus on it that much, so I'll go over a different one. This one, can we finally get an answer of what's going on?
Oh, yeah? Did we?
Yeah. Turns out the one that's in the suit is the faker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, turns out he's been the faker. Oh, we have a bit with Rose and Manhunter working together at one. Yep. I love that. I have never seen those two together. And
That's awesome.
Yep, basically we have this point here where it's like, okay, wait, I know you. Yeah, I'm Mr. Waffles. We work together. And now you work for him. The fake me, the imposter. You used to be so loyal. Yeah, but I have forgotten after I was shot in the head. But it's coming back. The gas, his mask didn't fit. What was his name again? John Keyser. But
Shut up.
What?
Scott's coming back to DC?
Oh, that's awesome.
What? That's great.
Yep. My guess is he's probably realizing the money isn't making as much doing it the other way. But anyway, basically
that's huge. I'm so excited. Okay, so see, good things are happening finally.
Yep, but anybody's like, I tried to help out the accident. I wanted to see if I could still use him in some way. But it all went wrong. He had a delusion. He believed he was me, and that's where it's revealed you're John Keyser.
Aha.
And this guy thought that John knew this whole time, but he didn't.
I'm still excited about.
Now, the other one I want to briefly go on about is.
Oh yeah, I didn't read that either. I will when Gotham War's over. I'm just over it.
But look what he does. But look at this. He actually is being horrible to Jason.
Why?
He actually said regret. She mentions, shouts out regrets to him. He injects him. It shows fear gas on him.
Bruce did that?
Yeah, he said, "I got you a new identity." He basically wants him to leave. Oh, that sounds interesting.
Why would Bruce do that?
Because it's Zur-En-Arrh.
Oh, why is it Zur-En-Arrh? I haven't been following it.
Zur-En-Arrh is taking back control again.
Okay.
And it's going for the extreme measures. And then this leads to a big fight between them. Meanwhile, with Selena, we're basically going to be finding out that, like I said, her second in command, that's Scandal.
Yeah, so that's Randall Savage's daughter.
Yep.
Which I will say I was a little bit right about.
You didn't say anything about being Scandal.
No, I said about it being a ruse for kind of the idea that that Bruce doesn't work in Gotham and stuff. This event is awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
It's awful.
Yeah, this is when Dick gets pissed off of what he's done to Jason. So basically it's showing that they might have made the wrong choice with Selena, but he's making an even worse choice. So yeah, they help him out, and leading to an accumulation with Bruce. We need to talk.
Okay.
And this is where we find out about it being Scandal and how he's taken all the people, disciples of Catwoman, are now the new League of Shadows.
Oh, okay.
Who will steal immortality from Gotham?
All right.
And
is
of
it
course,
almost over?
It's almost over.
All right. When it's over, I'll jump back on. I'm not.
And then there's Shazam.
Nope. I'm next.
Oh, Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy. Oh my. This book is so good. I'm so glad it got an ongoing. Like, it is really, really well done. And finally, we got away from the Janet stuff a bit, which is awesome. So we have this person that was revealed last time, but they were
Reese,
undone.
uh,
What?
I was gonna say about Reese is like Reese. Scott Snyder is not one of the screw ups. Okay, come on.
Scott Snyder made some of the best. I mean, between Court of
Seriously, I want to know
Owls,
where he
Death
thinks that.
Metal, I don't think he thinks that about Scott. Maybe. I don't
Well, he's saying going back to DC, he's clearly talking about Scott.
know. Okay, well,
Of course, Scott didn't do crowdfunding.
what crowdfunding?
No, I don't know. That's what he's saying. It's like,
Okay, all right.
people don't trust him in crowdfunding, so back to DC and Marvel. He didn't do crowdfunding.
No, he went to do
Substack.
no, well,
No,
yeah,
Amazon.
yeah, Comixology exclusives.
Yeah, which then Comixology has been folded a little, so.
So we have
I didn't
Peter
mean to
and
interrupt
Dine,
like that. I'm sorry.
who made this new metal alloy.
Mhm.
And it infected, like, the so tropey right now, Gotham City Water Supply, right?
Oh boy.
And but
what
no,
else is
it didn't
new?
really. It didn't really. It just fucked with him, and that's why he's able to. And they give the backstory. It's really good. It's a metal alloy that could heal itself.
Oh right, you did
And
crowdfunding.
so it was really good with buildings until they realized it was toxic, right? And it started causing all this havoc, and then obviously it decided to torture Peter, and now we've gotten this. So we get the story of Poison Ivy trying to take him down, trying to escape. He's trying to convince her that they're very similar in nature, except for she's like, yeah, no, not really. You're like this absolutely ridiculous corporate, greedy, corrupt overlord, and I want what's best for the earth. Two completely separate things. So because she couple
Lizzie,
issues
don't
back,
you dare compare yourself to me.
yeah, couple issues back, she was working out a deal with Swamp Thing. She never showed up. He comes looking. He's able to get in. That supposedly it is inescapable, but she does absorb the poison and the biotoxins in order to get a doorway out, and they're able to escape. She tries to save Peter, and
Sorry, Raymond. Some would say havoc.
yes, he caused havoc. But in doing so, he doesn't want to leave. The building collapses, and they don't know what happened, if he escaped. But they do end up getting out, and they're heading back to Slaughter Swamp. It was really,
Whatever
really
happened
good.
to that one girl?
Janet, who cares?
I don't care. I was wondering if they say what happened to her.
She's somewhere.
Good. Keep her there.
Exactly what I'm saying. She's probably hanging out with Harley in the weirdest three-way relationship ever.
Oh,
yes.
Scott Snyder did
Scott
crowdfund
Snyder,
Noctera.
but it was behind-the-scenes issues. The regular issues were on from Image.
Yep. But yeah, so we got Shazam. Just wonderful.
Is it good?
It's Mark Waid.
Yeah, that's true. I meant to read
Look
it.
at Queen Bee.
Huh?
Queen Bee. You remember her, right?
Yes.
Do you really?
Yes.
All right.
Yep. I was getting my book up.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just again a good fun story. But it turns out Shazam's being taken in, and Billy is trying to stop it.
So it's like an internal struggle.
Yeah, well then he just shouts out Shazam to interrupt the kiss before anything could happen.
December will be Sub-Zero.
Yep.
That's kind of perfect.
So yeah, and they're getting the one of them got a dream, so they realize they have to go and stop him. And so just leading to all of this going. Oh look, there's Billy in that suit. Like, uh-oh. Did you think you could save yourself
The
from my
art
wrath?
is so good on this. Who's here?
And more still.
Oh, duh, obviously.
Unfortunately, he can't get the word out. Shut. Like something's just wrong, and he can't say it as he's falling into space
Into space?
or something like that.
How do you fall into space? Wouldn't you fall up?
No. It's whatever is in this outer area, whatever dimension they're in.
So like some sort of abyss.
Yeah.
I want a Sub-Zero Santa suit. I do too. I want him to do like Santa.
So that was
hat.
all
That'd be
from
cool.
last week.
I have The Devil Wears My Face. This book is so
At least we know
good.
the devil has the cute face then.
That's no, it's okay. So here's what it
I'm
is.
sorry,
It
I
is-
couldn't resist. I couldn't resist.
There is a this is your typical exorcist story, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's perfect for this time of year for this to be introduced. And we see this exorcist is just killing and maiming any priest that comes in there. I love the way this looks. It's so creepy and incredible all at the same time. Hi, Beth Frisco. It's so good. Now,
Excuse me, priest?
yeah, he's eating all the priests.
That's
He's-
terrifying.
Basically, there is this kind of former mob guy, and it's his son. So he's trying to save his son, which is this guy here.
Oh.
But we see this priest. We go through his origin. He had a really bad experience with a possession previously. That's one of his specialties, right? Is possession and exorcism. So he has a cardinal that kind of sticks up for him, but he's kind of like the heel in the bunch.
Mhm.
Whereas he I wouldn't say has issues with the other priests, but he definitely like speaks his mind, right? So when he's doing confession, he's sent on a pilgrimage to get this boy and to try to obviously exorcise him. And in
Right.
doing so, he meets the family. He goes in, he realized it very like creepy with the eyes. But he goes in and he has a conversation with him, and he's not really showing fear, which is different. Obviously, this person wants to eat his soul. But
I'll swallow your soul. Sorry.
and he realizes this is out of his league, right? There's nothing he can do. He tries and he tries. He's one of the only to not get murdered, but the art is so incredible. So
I
good.
see that.
But he fucking Hooded Justice. He put that as terrifying. Or I think he meant not as terrifying as priests with little children. Oh my god. Yeah. He goes back and he tells them that he cannot perform this exorcism. He is not up to the task. He is unable to do so. And then come to find out he's actually Legion, which is the name of this demon that was inside the boy, who is now inside of the priest. So he has made the jump from one to the other. And the priest is actually stuck inside the boy. And they don't believe him. It's really, really good. I like this story a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I love horror stories though, like this.
Next, we got Shush.
Shush. Oh, Batman and Robin 2.
They're female Hush.
Yes.
Looks like Shush was someone from the League of Assassins that trained Damien.
Wait, let me see. I love Simone de Mayo art. I have both of these books. I haven't. Yeah, I didn't realize what I said. Yeah. I said the
What?
priest is stuck inside the boy. Yeah.
Oh.
That whole thing probably sounded a little more dirty than I intended it to, guys. Sorry about that.
But yeah. Oh, This leads into the poison ivy stuff.
How?
Because it says, it is Croc with Shush saying, I've got other business to attend to.
Oh, that's correct.
Check out the ongoing.
Wow, the art is so good.
Yep, I knew you loved the artwork, but again, this Shush is an interesting character because they haven't done anything with Hush in a while.
Yeah, how
So
many
having-
issues is this?
What? How many issues? I don't know. This is supposed to be an ongoing.
Oh, okay. Okay, I wasn't
But
sure.
yeah, but Damien is now actually going to high school.
Okay.
Remember, last we saw long ago, he was 13, so at the very least.
So now he's like 15, 16?
14,
Depending.
15, 16.
Yeah.
It all depends on what, because, some high schools start at year 9, some don't.
Yes.
But yeah, oh, and there's the White Rabbit.
I love White Rabbit. We haven't seen her in so long.
Yep, you should be in school, and you should be resting. I healed enough. That is so a Batman thing. You should be in school, and you should be resting.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Shush is after White Rabbit.
Why? She interested?
She knows something.
She wants to kiss her.
I bet. Oh, this is one I know you want to talk about.
Oh, this is really good. Christian Ward, his art is incredible.
It is.
I really, he got on my radar with Andromeda.
Yep, with Andromeda. I was about to say.
I love this Alfred stuff in the beginning too. This little letter, it's so good.
Hey, Xavier, I remember you.
Well, it's nice to see you, Xavier. But this is so good. I like
Well,
also
look at
their
this.
the Harvey reminded me out of the Nolan trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
I love this. This book was good. It was nice to read a Batman book and bring back the Court of Owls. Not only that, but read a good Batman book. That was actually interesting and well done and well drawn. It was like the whole
Exactly.
package.
Exactly. That's so good. So what do you got next? Or do you have anything else?
Yep, I do. Let me bring it up. I have another indie.
Of course you do.
When my computer loads, I promise. It's called Destiny's Gate, but
Hey.
there we go. Destiny's Gate. And basically this is, and I don't even, Ryan Caddy, I don't know if I'm familiar with him. This is very heavy on the idea of the decisions that you make, whether they are good or they are bad, what happens because of those outcomes. Now, when they are bad, they can be something that snowball. You have that snowball effect. So you accidentally miss your train or you accidentally do something very little. All of this can lead to a big issue, right? This can also be a snowball effect. And that's actually what we see him saying it leads to. What they're using it as is you make too many wrong choices, you can end up being like a bum or, even worse, an addict, something along those lines. So we see this train and we are introduced to our main character, Mitchell Slate, however he wants to say it. Like they do that whole pronunciation things a few times and it's just Mitchell Slate. Okay. And he gets on this, like there's something up with him. He's very nervous. He's very weird. He gets on this train and there's some kids that are trying to hide out. They obviously are homeless kids, right? They're going to try to act like they're sleeping. Maybe they'll think they're with their parents. He's like talking shit about these kids, right? Like acting like he is this crazy businessman. And he's starting to have a bit of a nervous breakdown. And then we come to find out that his inspiration here is, and it's why he's holding his briefcase so tight. The reason why he's doing everything that he does is because of his wife and kids. And this is a time when the economy is terrible. He's not
Of course.
doing well at all. And that is all weighing upon him very, very heavily. And because of that, he's starting to go mad. So all of these bad decisions have led to him losing his mind and creating this sort of, I know, like a internalized demons come forth, right? Something along those lines. We don't actually know what exactly yet, but that's what I have a feeling. It's madness that's chasing him. So he's running, obviously, right? And he's stuck in this world. Now, mind you, he's still on the train, so I have a feeling all of this is going in his head.
Right.
But they try to take his briefcase. Obviously, he doesn't want that because it has a picture of his wife and kids. And he's running from madness, and that's really where we leave him. Where is he going to
Nice.
go? How is he has to get in all of these directions, leads to memories, but nothing else. He needs to find Destiny's Gate to get out. He needs to figure out what it is. And then he says that whole like goofy ass thing. I'm starting to think I got on the wrong train. Shut up. That was so cringy.
I bet it was.
It is really good though, and I like when something centers around mental health in that aspect. But that last line, I was like, oh god, okay. Joshua Williamson, Rafa Sandoval are doing Action Comics from April to June. And then we're getting a female Brainiac is being introduced in the
And that'd be
Superman.
fine. It'd just be a different body for him to operate
It's
in.
woke.
It's a different body.
It's woke.
But yep, we got Green Lantern.
Awesome.
Yep, we actually get a confrontation between Hal and Sinestro. A verbal one. We get Barry showing up.
Wait, is this 4?
Yes. So we
Okay, I
actually
read
get
3.
the Sinister
I didn't read
Sons.
4. The Sinister Sons?
That's the backup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we get some good, more again, just really good action going on. But the Sinister Sons is what I want to go on about because this is the one, I guess, the last thing Tomasi's doing because it turns out this young lad is Sinestro's son.
Wait, hold on. Sinestro has a son?
Apparently,
Okay.
yeah, wayward son.
Okay.
So that means what's her name has a sister, has a brother,
What's her name?
Chinook Natu.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
So yeah,
Is this the
What?
backup?
yeah, this one's the backup.
Okay. All
This is
right.
what everyone was going on, like what the Sinister Sons were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got thinking it was going to tie into Super Sun somehow, but apparently not.
Oh, Tavia is going to be different or disappointed. Oh, it's not a different body. It's a completely different female Brainiac.
So probably it's going to be Brainiac 2 or something.
Brainiac 74.
Yeah, they've gone up to 13.
It's going to be Brainiac
Oh,
420.
by the way, you want to actually see some good Riley artwork?
I just brought up that book. I was going to talk about it too. It's actually Riley Rossmo fits perfect on a Sandman title.
It just feels so good. No, I am not going to try out a porn stash.
I was taking a drink, you dick, Joseph.
But yeah, see, this is reminding me of when he did Batman Shadow.
Yeah, this was really, really good. And it's a really good start, even if you're not familiar with Sandman.
Yeah,
Because
he's a pacifist hero.
You get the backstory of. I love his Alfred too.
Yep.
He has his own Alfred.
Now that's a good-looking woman, unlike all the other times.
Well, what I didn't understand is like why are they like hiding their relationship? I don't get it. Or not hiding it, but like why does he feel like he has to be this big inventor to marry her?
Yeah, it's well, this is set in the past, so that was back in the day where you needed status.
I mean, I guess, but it's silly. But we get a whole backstory. He's trying, obviously he's Sandman, right? He puts people to sleep. He's trying to sell his invention
Mm-hmm.
as a war tool. And they are not interested because they don't want people sleeping. They want people dead.
Right.
Like,
again, setting himself up as a pacifist hero.
yes. But it was just kind of funny because they wanted something like mustard gas, and he comes in there with sleeping gas, and they're like, really?
To be
I
fair though,
guess.
if they fall asleep, that means you can go up there and then
Yeah, but they didn't want, and then they didn't want them asleep because they didn't want to have to take them as prisoners of war. That's too much to deal with. They just wanted to be able to bury him.
all right. But yeah, his
And-
home is end up in flame by the end.
Yeah. So he's got somebody on his trail. This is actually really, really well done. It's Robert Venditti, right?
Yeah.
I thought so. I like Robert Venditti,
But
but
his faces,
also,
well, I'll say his faces. This is some of the best faces he's done in a long time.
yeah, I was a little nervous when this was announced because I wanted to read the book, and I'm not a big fan of Riley Rossmo. His art has to go with the character.
I think Venditti's keeping it grounded, so he's keeping it grounded. I think that's why. When you look back, all the other books he's done were either zany or you had. I think you had artists who did writers who didn't give him specific instructions, so he just cut loose.
Yeah, and this was very
Venditti's
well,
definitely a guy who tells the artist exactly what to do.
and he, to Riley's credit, he did a great job on this book, and it makes sense. It's a Sandman character, right? It's not Harley Quinn.
Yep. I only got one more book left, by the way.
Okay, go for it.
World's Finest Teen Titans. It's Mark Waid. What do you expect?
I mean, that's fair.
Yep, you're just having the kids interact again. It is the middle of the series, like towards the going into the second half and all that. Oh, geez, really?
I don't even know what that is.
I know I'm talking what Samuel was saying.
I don't even know what that is.
Really being blackmailed into a sexual relationship with J. Edgar Hoover. Well, I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, this was a good story as well, just showing a nice day in the life of the kids. What the heck was Dada? So she actually drove into a demolition derby.
The art is so good.
It's Emmanuel hold on. Lupacina.
Okay.
Yeah, the great slice of life. This is a great slice of life issue.
So is filler.
No, it still expands the characters.
Okay.
It's still
Who's that?
expanding.
Spider-Man?
No idea who that is.
It looks like Spider-Man.
Perhaps.
Wait, okay, so I looked this up to see what he's talking about. Okay. New Alan Scott, the Green Lantern series, sees the Golden Age hero seemingly being blackmailed. Where is this? What is this? From Pride? Hold on. I don't. Oh, but did you read this?
No, not yet.
Did it just come out yet? Wait, then how does he have it?
I think it might have been preview pages.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. The FBI and its director J. Edgar Hoover didn't see things Scott's way. Hoover wants him on the team and violates Scott's privacy with his well-documented dirty and coercive trips to make the adventure. Okay, wait, he is incentive a series of incriminating photos threatening to expose Scott's closeted sexuality.
If I remember right, wasn't it made clear that he never acted on that sexuality until later in life?
I don't know. I don't remember. As you can see, I'm a real believer in photographic evidence. Scott is stunned by the pictures he sees in Hoover's desk and proceeds to walk out. I told you I get what I want, he said. So he's making him join the team.
I mean, using it for blackmail is one thing. What does it say about forcing him into a relationship?
Yeah, that is what it. Okay.
I mean, that makes sense. Now that I would say blackmailing him with his sexual preference, especially way back then, that makes sense. Especially for someone like Hoover to pull to force him to do it.
Was it?
What does it say about him going into a sexual relationship?
Was
Oh, geez,
it?
this is the Tim Sheridan book.
But wasn't J. Edgar Hoover gay? Or at least bi?
Or closeted.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, we already know about ghost machines, Samuel.
Wait, okay, so Alan Scott's early days as a Green Lantern are seen in a new light. The Green Lantern is most powerful, So that's all they have? That's what we're talking about.
There's anything about going into a relationship. I don't think I get what I want, and because of what people have heard and know about J. Edgar Hoover, it doesn't mean that he's forcing him. It's probably he's forcing him to go on a mission he doesn't want to do.
So what? How does this headline make sense?
It doesn't.
Did I miss something?
It doesn't.
I never understand these people.
Me neither. So yeah, I said that's all my books. Do you have any more books?
No, I'm just trying to understand how this is not just a plot point and something that would happen
That's what happened
during
back
that
then.
time period.
Exactly.
So what is?
They're basically just jumping the gun, saying like, oh, given how he was a transvestite, and that means he's trying to force him into a relationship. When it's like, no. It's taking him being gay and then using it as and weaponizing it against him.
Yeah, he was like known for. Yeah, Hoover was a crossdresser. I don't know. I don't.
Maybe it doesn't explain why he took on a wife.
Maybe I'm not gonna read it. It's Tim Sheridan.
I'm gonna read it just for completionist sake for the other two minis, and it's gonna deal with the Golden Age Red Lantern, so I'm interested.
Yeah, that might be interesting, but like, how bad has Bounding into Comics gotten?
They're becoming like One Angry Gamer.
Oh, okay, that explains that.
That's in my opinion. In my opinion, they are becoming no different than One Angry Gamer.
All right. You are saying that Bounding into Comics practices yellow journalism and deals in clickbait. I am shocked. Shocked, I say. JDA writes for them. They must have journalistic integrity.
I am shocked.
Yeah,
shocked.
no.
Well, not that shocked.
This is Bounding into Comics in a nutshell, right?
Yep.
This is what they do. Okay. I'm not okay. All right. What do you have going on at your channel this week?
I got a bunch of videos in the can that are still going through. Raymond and I recorded our Halloween episode.
Awesome. What is it about?
Freddy versus Jason versus Ash.
That sounds horrible.
What? No, it's actually pretty awesome.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
And obviously we're going to have in a couple of weeks the 300th hosted here.
Yeah, but we can't do it on a Sunday. We got to figure out a day.
Oh, we can't? What day?
I don't know. We'll figure it out behind the scenes.
All right.
Bleeding Fool is better than Bounding into Comics.
No,
they have
Bleeding
one
Fool
female half
is-
writer. Wait,
I've never
isn't
heard-
Bleeding
Have they done
Fool?
anything?
I don't know. I used to write for them.
Oh, that's what he's talking about.
Oh my god, that was funny, and it went totally over my head.
What about over my
Samuel.
head too?
That was really good. I actually thought he was talking about. Initially, I thought he was talking about that girl that said that there was a bunch of like Blacklist, and
I
think her name was like Penny Parker or something.
yeah, but he said a few years ago. That was
yeah,
you.
that was good. That was good, Samuel. That was really good.
All
When
right.
is Robert gonna do? Are you gonna review ISOM too?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I thought we were going to talk about it here. That's all I was going to do. I am going to review Cyberfog.
I couldn't
though.
get through it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
was-
Oh, one more thing before we go. A moment of silence for Keith Giffen.
La, 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 la.
Is it silence? Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry. I say silence. and
That's-
you go.
That's all I can. I can't stay silent. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, he was an incredible artist, and he like joking till the very end.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Anything to
it's
get out
just-
of New York.
Yeah, like, I mean,
That's
that was
Keith.
really. I was so confused at first. I thought he was like still alive. Like I had to look into it because I was like, is this really that morbid of a joke? Okay, we're going there. I like it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like this dude.
That's the exact type of joke Keith would have done.
I know, but I thought that was really. It's a positive way to look at something so tragic, right? And I appreciate that, because when we had people like George, oh my god, tears, like,
Oh,
just-
I could
yeah.
not. And that was the announcement when it was happening.
yeah,
I
that
couldn't
was
work.
that was
I couldn't
rough.
work that day. I could
That
not
was
work.
rough.
I was that upset because it just felt like, not George.
You didn't know I wrote articles? Yeah, I used to be a writer for Bleeding Fool.
So was I.
But yeah, it was.
I stayed on a little bit longer than you did, but not much.
I realized how quick they were a hack. They
Oh
were.
yeah, and mine was just basically posting my videos over there. They weren't even really articles.
Oh yeah, see, I wrote some articles and.
But
Oh my god. All right, guys, we are going to wrap up, but thank you guys all so much. Today is Friday. We will probably be doing some Mortal Kombat tomorrow. And of course, we have Jackbox on Sunday, which is always super fucking fun. I love Sundays. And we will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
I can do, I think